Your leader in sports in the Inland Empire. The Riverside. Now, here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Cora.
You know it's a good day when Greg Holla rolls into the studio? He says, hey, Pep, how about the Raiders, man? He loves the Raiders. They won. They're the only local team that won over the weekend, our first preseason action.
Hey, remember this, though. The Browns were undefeated last year in preseason.
That's right.
Think about that,
Remember
Greg.
that.
Think about that.
Just because you win in the preseason means nothing when you get to the regular season. But yeah, the Raiders they'll take that one as John Gruden was a winner in his debut. You feel good about that?
To all you Charger fans out there, it feels good to win.
Look at that. He's got his Raider colors on.
Yeah, he
Feeling
came
good,
in with
man.
a smile, too. Like, ladies were saying hello to him all over
in
the
his
place.
step. He's talking to ladies on the way in.
Of course, they knew it was my weekend. They knew that they said Raiders won, huh? I'm like, yes.
Raiders, man.
You were deep.
I got a kiss in the hallway just for the Raiders win, baby.
You did?
Good golly.
I ain't gonna tell you who, but
Hey, well, it was me, but I mean, don't worry about that. At least I didn't kiss you on the lips. I wanted to, but you just moved your face really, really fast.
Oh, yeah, he'll do that. He's tricky.
he tried to tell me it was European.
Yeah.
Both cheeks.
Both cheeks.
Hey, it was a big win for the Raiders. John Gruden in his debut. We're going to get a lot more about the NFL. The Chargers, they lost against the Cardinals, 24-17.
That's okay.
Couple things to unpack from this game. We got to find out who's going to be the backup quarterback for the Chargers because nobody was really that impressive at the end of the day. We got Cardell Jones. We got Geno Smith.
RG3, my man. I'm telling you, he's coming.
That's a real possibility. In fact, there's probably a better chance, Jeff, that we see RG3 with the Rams. Maybe he could end up with the Rams. There's a connection, obviously, with Sean McVay from the Washington Redskins days.
That is right. That wouldn't be a bad option either.
Joe Flacco's the guy in Baltimore. They're not going to get rid of Lamar Jackson. RG3 is kind of probably using this preseason as an audition for everybody else. And if you're the Rams, you need a backup QB. Big time.
Yeah, just think of it this way. They have not had a backup quarterback since 2003. So RG3 looks like he's probably going to be the odd man out. But it would be great to see him on the West Coast because Jared Goff, Jack Skellington, great quarterback. Phillip Rivers, awesome quarterback. But guess what? There's a chance one of them could get hurt. You'd like to have a nice backup.
Well, if we learned anything from the Philadelphia Eagles last year is you have to have a solid backup quarterback.
A solid backup Rams quarterback.
Yeah,
because
Nick Foles
that's
was, right?
That's right. 2 years ago.
So you need a guy that if your starting quarterback goes down, you can lean on, get you through the season. If you're the Philadelphia Eagles, maybe you roll the dice and get lucky and you get a guy like Nick Foles who takes you to the Super Bowl. But there's probably not a lot of those guys floating around. But there could be an RG3. He has ties with Sean McVay, and the Rams certainly look like they need a backup QB.
Yes, they do.
So the Chargers lost 24-17. Is it going to be Cardell Jones? Is it going to be Geno Smith as the backup for the Chargers? Here's what we do know. Josh Rosen was not very solid in that game. A little bit shaky for the Arizona Cardinals. Sam Bradford got the opening drive for Arizona, did his thing. And then Josh Rosen got in there, the chosen one. Didn't look too great. And, Jeff, it's funny. If you look at headlines, it depends where, if you're reading a local Arizona paper, there was one headline that said, Rosen looks promising. And then you read another headline from somebody else, and it says, Rosen looks shaky, takes step back. Like, it depends who you're asking because people are on both sides of the fence right now. Did Rosen look good or did he look bad? If you ask, the Arizona Cardinal faithful, no, yeah, it's very promising. Showed some really good things out there, some positives.
Hey,
but as a football fan, I'm like, he didn't look that good.
He didn't look great, but the one thing is he didn't throw any interceptions. So he showed a little bit of poise in that backfield. Sam Bradford, did you see how many passes he threw?
Was it just one?
Just one.
He did his thing.
Yeah, he walked in the game like I would with no legs left, no neck. He came in, threw one pass, and was out for the rest of the game. But Josh Rosen did get a lot of time with that first unit, though. That's the only positive. You got to figure it's the first time in an NFL game where he's playing with the first string. Got to give him a little chance. He's going to be good.
Yes. Please let's not jump to any conclusions. But again, please don't write false headlines. That's clickbait. Don't click on it. It's not true. It's phony news. It's fake news. Josh Rosen looks promising. A lot of positives. No, he looked very, very shaky. Let's just call it is what it is.
And not a great offensive line with the first team anyways. So he did play a lot with the second team offensive line, and that was a suspect right there. That was suspect offensive line second group is bad.
All right, later in the show, we'll talk more about the NFL. Today we're going to go through the schedule. Last Friday we did Rams. Who's the team today? Is it Raiders? Are we celebrating Greg Holla all day?
No. We decided we're going to go Chargers.
Chargers today.
Chargers today, Raiders tomorrow. Yeah, because we got to get this week build up. You know, the Chargers, they're the stepchild of the Rams and the Raiders. So we'll get them out of the way here on a Monday, and we will go Raiders tomorrow.
But I can guarantee this. Greg Hollow will still be basking in the glow of the Raiders win tomorrow.
John Gruden.
We do it tomorrow,
Hey,
man.
did Gruden wear a softball coach's
A visor. Didn't he wear a visor?
Yeah, he looked like a softball coach. A
Thought he did.
really bad softball coach. I'm still picking the Raiders to finish last in that conference.
Last?
Gruden's
Chiefs will be last.
No, they're not either. Chiefs are going to get second.
Nah.
Yeah, they are.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
yeah.
Nah.
And I think it's going to be between the Raiders and the Denver Broncos.
No.
Yeah, I'm right.
As Greg Hollow would say,
Hey.
nah.
I'm the Oracle. You guys are wrong, and I'm telling you, I'm going to call it later on in the show.
Chargers, Raiders, Broncos, Chiefs.
No, you're crazy.
We got more NFL to get to right here on your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show. And it's brought to you by Spoiled. Quick quality oil change. You can spoil yourself in your car every 3,000 or 5,000 miles. In fact, right now, you're probably overdue. Look up in the corner of your windshield. You blew past that due date, right?
Yes.
There's a date, there's a mileage. You went right past it. But if you go into Spoiled today, you can start off your week on the right foot, feel better about your entire life. If you get your oil change, that's Spoiled. Quick quality oil change off the 215 freeway, smack dab between Riverside and Moreno Valley off of Alessandro Boulevard. All right, to the PGA Championship. Jeff, this is a direct quote from my daughters.
Your daughters?
Got home from
The
church.
hell do they know about golf?
Turned on golf, and they said, wait, hold on, Dad. You're not going to watch golf like Grandma, are you?
Grandma watches golf?
That's what they said. Because I never watch golf, and they know it's for old people. But
Oh.
yes, I did watch golf. I watched Tiger Woods. It was the final major of the year. I was into it. He was wearing red. He was in the hunt. The whole thing. The whole picture was painted. Tiger Woods came that close. Runner-up, 14 under par. Brooks Koepka, minus 16. His second major win of the season. I know everyone watches for Tiger, but hey, don't get lost in all this. That Brooks Koepka is actually really good. He could be the next face of American golf right here.
Hey, 3 major championships pretty much in 2 years. Not bad, but I will say this. Tiger Woods has the curse.
The curse?
Yeah, he's got the curse.
Of what?
Okay, all of the horrible, terrible things that he had done in his
No,
life.
he plays better when he's all shady and seedy.
Maybe
yeah.
he's back with the prostitutes and with the porn stars. Maybe we're going to see Tiger Woods eclipse his losing mark. But I'm telling you, he's cursed. He's going to always be the second guy.
I kind of don't want him to win.
I don't either. But he's cursed. I'm telling you, what is it? A bride? A bridesmaid?
Bridesmaid. Always the bridesmaid.
He is always going to be the bridesmaid. He is always going to finish second. He will never win another one. And it's going to be his curse.
Here's the only reason I don't want him to win.
Okay, why?
Because guys like me, guys like you, not Greg Hollow because he was off doing fancy things.
and
But like casual golf fans, we watch. It's a
Yeah,
major. Tiger's wearing red. His name's near the top of the leaderboard. We're interested. I compare it to, and follow me for a second, the Red Sox and the Cubs.
Yeah.
The lovable losers, right? Like for the longest time, they had not won the World Series.
I hate the Red Sox.
But every time they'd get close, people get interested and be like, ooh, man, could this be the year? Are they going to get it done? I feel like we're almost at that point with Tiger Woods. Like everyone's watching to see if he's going to win a tournament or better yet, a major. I want to keep watching. As soon as he wins one, we'll be like, okay, well, Tiger's back. And then
Yeah.
it won't have that same feeling for me. Right now, I want to see him win that first tournament back. There was Tiger before getting beat up by his wife, and there's Tiger after getting beat up by his wife, right?
The curse.
Really, yeah.
I'm telling you, man. We were watching it this weekend. Smetty Smedberg and I and the boys, we were watching a little golf. And I watched it, and she goes, he's never going to win. He's never going to win. I said, why? She goes, he is cursed. He was evil to his beautiful wife and children, and I hope he never wins.
I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not condoning it.
No.
But what I'm saying is when Tiger's a little shady and doing his Tiger things,
Doing the drugs.
he's a better golfer. He's a better golfer.
Yeah.
He golfs better.
Yeah, his back was, now his back seems to be better. He's happier. He even cried afterwards. See him?
Yeah.
He
He's
cried.
Brand new man.
Pansy, don't be crying
He's a
after
brand
golf.
new man.
If you're playing a team sport, I understand you cry a little bit. But if you're an individual, you're crying for yourself, man. Just silly, stupid, dummy. Tiger Woods. I do like watching him play, though, but I don't want him to ever win. This guy, Brooks Koepka, is that it?
Koepka.
Koepka? He's
See?
ripped. He is ripped.
Yeah.
And a really nice guy to
Big
boot.
dude.
And big
Yoked
dude.
out of his mind. Kind of like Tiger Woods.
Yeah, but I saw him next to Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods looked like a little guy.
Yeah, Brooks Koepka's built like a linebacker.
This was the first time in Tiger Woods history that he was leading after 54 holes and lost. First time in history.
Was it really?
Yes. Very first time.
So he was briefly in the lead?
Briefly in the lead after 54 holes and gave it away again. Always.
Was he really?
Yes. Yes. Hey, I have this right here in front of my notes here. I wrote it in there.
Our guy, the pride of Murrieta Valley High School, he's one of us from the IE, Ricky Fowler at 8 under par. He was in the mix going into Sunday. He was, I think, 3 strokes back of the leader going into the final round, and he kind of not fell apart, but he did drop one shot. He was at 9 under par going into Sunday. He ended up finishing at 8 under par. So not a bad tournament for Ricky Fowler, but still, 8 strokes off Brooks Koepka.
Flat hat. That is the curse of the flat hat. He bends that hat a little bit.
Listen, you think everyone has a curse?
Yes, well, that's the flat hat.
Yeah, you
curse.
watch like one Pirates of the Caribbean, you think they're like Aztec gold.
I'm telling you, you've seen Ricky Fowler. He's got a really, doesn't he have the good-looking girlfriend? The pole vaulter?
They're engaged.
They're engaged?
I'm pretty sure, aren't they?
Oh, she's smoking hot.
Yeah.
What's her, Stokey?
Yeah, Allison Stokey.
Allison Stokey.
Pole vaulter, right?
Yeah, from Berkeley.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wears a flat hat. He's too involved in her. He's never going to win. He's got to dump her and change his hat game.
He's too involved.
He's too involved, and he's
too serious.
He needs a different hat game.
Way too serious.
Yes.
To baseball as we continue our inland sports headlines, and the Dodgers open the day 1 game back in the National League West of Arizona. They're right there. In fact, I just saw a headline over here that they're still picking the Dodgers to win the West and go to the World Series, and I still feel that way. I know Chicago, the Cubs are coming on strong. Chicago. But I still like the Dodgers. I like them a whole lot. And their bullpen is getting a lot beefier. They're adding some starting pitchers to the bullpen. Jeff, on a serious note, we talked about last week that Kenley Jansen, the closer, is going to be on the shelf for at least a month. He's got an irregular heartbeat, so they're going to examine that, get to the bottom of what's going on. But they're going to have to do something in that closer's role going forward. They have moved Kenta Maeda and Ross Stripling to the bullpen. We saw Julio Urias pitch down at the Cook, Rancho Cucamonga, so he's on his way too. So the Dodgers do have a surplus of pitchers. They're going to have some guys in the bullpen. Someone's going to step up and be that closer.
Hyun-Jin Ryu making a comeback as well. I mean, there is a lot of pitchers that we even talked about on the show, like you said last week, that those guys could fill in that closing role. I mean, Urias would be perfect in that role. Because,
yeah, you would think, right?
Because he's limited to a certain pitch count. Just come in for 2 innings, maybe be a middle relief to one of these other guys. He'd be great. And Stripling, he needs to get some kind of confidence back.
Yeah, he was an all-star at the break, kind of a little shaky. He's actually pitched out of the bullpen quite a bit in his career. Later in the show, we'll talk more about the Dodgers and their bullpen situation. Over with the Angels, Mike Trout on the DL with his wrist. And I've had more than one person come up to me and say, hey, is he going to rehab with the 66ers? So I don't know. I'll ask Jeff. Jeff's his BFF.
I'm his friend.
If anyone would know, it'd be Jeff over here. But he might.
He hasn't called me yet to verify if he's going to be down at San Manuel Stadium. But if he does, I'll be the first to let you know.
Because he's done it before. In fact, it was last summer around the 4th of July when Mike Trout was here for a couple games in San Bernardino. He's on the DL, wrist injury. He might come down maybe as a DH for a game or two and get some swings in and see how he goes before he goes back to the Halos. Or not. He might just go right back to the big league club.
Yeah, I mean, last year, he didn't do great when he was here in San Bernardino last year, but he did shake my hand, give me a fist bump, and told me he loved me.
Buddies.
Yeah, buddies. But he didn't do great, and then he stepped up right away and hit like 2 home runs the very first game
They all
back.
do. I remember Clayton Kershaw came down with the Kook. Some guy hit a home run off of him. That'll probably be the highlight of his whole life, right? You hit a home run off Clayton Kershaw in the minors. He goes back to the Dodgers, and he was fine. 7, scoreless innings. He was fine. So was Mike Trout. Mike Trout was fine. Los Temblores, man, of the Quakes played on Sunday against Lancaster, but you were there on Saturday night. It wasn't Los Temblores night, but it was still a fun night by the Gorham family.
I'm going to tell you this. We had all 3 Gorham boys there, Smetty Smedberg and I, and we were up in the booth hanging out with the Lindskog, his lovely wife, Ashley, and Landry, their adorable little tow-haired boy, and they were crazy. The Gorham boys and the Lindskog boy were nuts. I want to say this. If you have not gone out to a Rancho Cucamonga game to watch the Quakes, it is the best experience possible. I would pick it over going to an Angel game, and I know we have friends over there, but man alive, what a great experience. Beautiful ballpark, and they were winners when I was there. Winner, chicken dinner.
Better than the Raiders, man. You wouldn't take your family to a Raiders game?
I wouldn't take my best friend to a Raiders game.
You wouldn't?
I don't want to
What
die.
about
Greg Holla, he protect me. He's from Colton.
You got the VIP treatment, Lynn
Oh,
Scott.
you have no idea,
I'm a
my
little bit
friend.
salty
He'll
now.
tell you all details.
I'll tell you off the air.
I got the seats on the with the public.
Oh.
You got the
No.
suite. What's going
No,
on?
they rolled
You
out
know?
the red carpet.
Who do I need to talk to?
You know it, baby. Hey, Rich Jeff was in the house. I had my own suite. It was awesome. I was drinking beverages. My kids got free hats from the Skoggy Skog, and his lovely wife, Ashley, and my wife, Smetty Smet. They hit it off. It was a good time. We drank. We laughed. We enjoyed ourselves. I love the Quakes. Go Quakes! It was beautiful. Yeah, you're just a peasant. You don't get those seats. You got to sit up in the nosebleeds.
Standing room only.
No,
I
it
need to
was
talk
so
to
horrible.
somebody.
Yeah, you're not cool. You're not cool. Pep, have you ever been to the Quake game?
Oh, they wouldn't let me in.
No, because you're just a peasant
Yeah.
too. You're not allowed in those places.
Don't worry, Pep.
You come in with me though, you're gonna get a good seat. You might even get a suite.
We'll go to the beer garden, Pep. I'll buy you a soda.
Thank you. I
No,
appreciate
that you know what? They didn't have beer. They had people serving it in my mouth. I was laying on my back. They were pouring it in my mouth. It was wonderful. It was golden good. It was a great time. Can't wait. Go Quake.
I did appreciate the picture you put on Twitter of your son Fast Johnny and his son Landry.
No, that wasn't them. That was
you guys?
That was Lynn Scott.
That's a pretty good quality picture
I
for
don't-
being like 40 years old.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Lynn Scogg and I, we go way back, man, way back. So yeah, we got a picture of us when we were little kids and we were holding hands. But then, yes,
That's true. Go to Twitter. It's on
go to
there.
Twitter. No, that was great though. My sons, they were holding hands. They were hanging out. They were running. They were jumping on all the ball pits, whatever they were doing. And his lovely wife, wowzers, pretty lady. I was really, really impressed because Scogg, I mean, yeah. You look at him and you go,
Hey, good job.
Good job,
Mike.
Scott. Hey, he definitely outkicked his coverage, man. Wowzers. Pretty lady.
Far beyond.
Very nice.
Because
Very
remember,
nice.
we talked about this. I think I was up in the Bay Area when you guys maybe talked about it on the show, but there was a picture of a real pretty lady behind him in the picture that we have of him, like in the window
Oh, it was
at the
her.
press box, right?
Oh, it was
We're
her.
like, that can't be his wife,
She's
right?
an actress. She was the assistant director on that Tyra Banks show, that model show. Come on, I got
What's that one?
America's Top Model.
America. See, I knew Greg would know.
Oh, yeah,
He's
he knows.
got
Oh,
the,
he knows.
The Instagram ladies. Oh, yeah, they were all on America's Next Top Model. Yeah, she was the assistant director.
I didn't know that.
And she's been in movies. I learned all about it. She is a movie star.
Well, Mike Lindskog and Andrew Chapman, the voice of the Quakes, right here on Fox Sports IE. They have the night off. There's no Quakes game tonight.
Oh, Chappie grew some facial hair and made sure he showed me.
Wait, you said he grew it for you.
Yeah,
that's what you
literally-
told me.
he
said,
literally
he
said-
grew it for you.
He was wasn't recording during one of the endings, and he said, "Jeff, look at me." And I'm like, "Yeah, you still look like you're 12." And he goes, "No, look at this." And he had a little goatee. And I'm like, "Yeah,
That's for you, man.
You still look 12."
That's
and
for you.
the two girls that worked for the Quakes that were sitting up there doing some computer work started laughing. They're like, "Yeah, you're still 12." But now, great
They
job.
know it to be true.
I just want to say thank you to the entire organization, their general manager, great guy. I've met so many people. They were very, very complimentary of the Inland Sports Show, and especially you, Pep Fernandez.
Me?
Yeah, they don't care about
I wasn't
me.
even there.
Well, you're the big name. That's all they were
We're
saying.
gonna get that first pitch coming soon, right?
No,
Yeah,
man,
we're
I've
gonna do
been
a show
working
out there, too.
We're gonna do a show. I got my glove ready. We're gonna go out and throw out the first pitch. I'm gonna throw it.
You tell them I'm an introvert. I just hunker down indoors and I don't really come out.
Yeah, you're like Howard Hughes. Sit around in your underwear and watch movies 24 hours a day.
Hey, were you looking through my window?
I was.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Hey, and finally, so high school football week 0 is here. So fired up for high school football in the Inland Empire. There are some changes coming to the high school schedule this week for week 0. We broke the news. I can tell you right now with 100% confidence that Centennial's game against Chandler from Arizona, which is probably the biggest game in the nation this
In
week.
history.
I'm not even over-exaggerating here.
No, you're not.
Chandler is number 10 in the country. Centennial is number 17 in the nation. They are going to play, but because of the holy fire burning near Corona, that game has been moved.
Wait,
You have a guess?
to the Coliseum?
No, better,
Rose Bowl.
bigger,
Oh, man.
more beautiful.
San Bernardino Valley College.
You nailed it.
Oh, my
Was it
gosh.
bigger and beautiful? Is that what got you? Tipped you off?
Yeah, Death Valley. Isn't that what they call it?
Death Valley. So Centennial against Chandler, the biggest game in the country this Friday night, 7:30 kickoff at SBVC. Centennial head coach Matt Logan is going to join us live on the show tomorrow at 3:30. So we'll talk
He is
Centennial football
evil.
with him.
He's evil.
And we'll give you the very latest on the high school football week 0 later in the show as well. Because, again, Santiago's in a similar boat. They're going to have to move around as well.
Wait. What did you say?
Santiago.
Thank you.
So they're close to the fire as well. So are some of those Elsinore schools, the Temescal schools in that part of the world. So we'll give you the very latest on week 0 of the high school football season. It's all brought to you by Kin Sporting Goods. More than 40 years in the Inland Empire, since 1976 to be exact, with all of your sporting gear needs. And Letterman's jackets? Of course they can do Letterman's jackets. They'll even bling it out for you. Jeff's got one.
Yes, I do.
Baseball bats, soccer cleats, shin guards, batting gloves, uniforms for the entire team. They do it all.
Bedazzled cups.
If you want it, they can do it.
They can make it for you.
KinSportingGoods.com. That's the website. Check them out or go for yourself. Check it out off the 15 freeway in Horsetown, USA, Norco, California. Kin Sporting Goods. We love you, Kins. All right, we come back here on the Inland Sports Show. We'll talk more about that preseason NFL foosball over the weekend. We'll also get you all set for the NFL games coming up this week. We got the Raiders and the Rams. Listen, I'm going to tell you why that one's very unique and very special when we come back on your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
I am a Red Sox fan.
Yeah?
No, I'm like a big Red Sox fan.
I know. I mean, I've been to your apartment, seen the Red Sox.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
We're a small family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajalco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the Crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
As in Jeff Gorham.
I'm going to impress you. In fact, I'm going to impress everybody in this room right now.
Don't do it.
I don't even have to look.
I knew. Wait. I was going to ask you. $1,000 bucks.
$1,000. I have my eyes closed. Greg Holla as my witness, because Greg never lies.
$1,000 bucks.
Most honest guy.
Song and artist.
Tears for Fears.
Yeah, look at you.
Rule the World. I don't know what the title
you were
is.
close. Everybody wants to.
So I get like $500.
Hey, no.
You owe me big time.
I do owe you a coffee, though.
What?
You get $500.
Oh, you know what? You know where you can have an extra $500?
No, where do you get an extra $500?
If you're like, man, I could really use an extra $500 like Greg Holla down here.
Yeah?
You could go to Catalana Motors in Corona off of Temescal Canyon Road, because right now, when you mention the Inland Sports Show, you get $500 off.
No, that's 1,000 tacos.
That's 1,000 Jack in the Box tacos if you play your cards right.
I can't wait.
Inland Empire, we love you. We're trying to put money back in your pocket. So if you go to Catalana Motors in Corona off of Temescal Canyon Road, you're already going to save thousands. They got weekly specials. But now, when you mention the Inland Sports Show, you save $500. If you walk on to their car lot and go, got nothing. No deal. No promo code. No nothing.
Nope.
But if you say, hey, the Inland Sports Show sent me, they're going to roll out that red carpet. They're going to take $500 off any car or vehicle you want. You're going to feel like a champion, like Jeff Gorham.
I get a new whip.
New whip.
I'm getting a new whip. I've already
Minivans can't be whips, though. That's the problem.
You're crazy. I'm telling you, I still want that creepy van that I can drive around my neighborhood and just wave at children.
They can do it.
And then go, what's going on here? Why is that guy driving around in a creepy van? I love creepy vans.
CatalanoCars.com. All right, so the NFL preseason, week 1 is in the books.
Week 1.
So not some, huge earth-shattering big takeaways. Baker Mayfield looked good. Josh Rosen didn't look so good. The Raiders won. The Rams got hammered. But again, Jeff, you bring up a great point. Even the Cleveland Browns went undefeated last year in the preseason.
Hey, and guess how many Rams first-team starters played in that Rams game?
Zero.
Yeah. Nothing, nada. I told you, let's just revamp the entire minor league system in the NFL since there isn't one, and you make that the preseason. You have your guys you know are going to make the team, and then you hire on those other dudes, the guys that played well in the preseason.
Sure.
Yeah.
Could happen.
You only need 11 on offense and 11 on defense. That's it. Just add a couple guys. That would be great. Just don't play them in the preseason.
So now we look ahead to week 2
okay.
of the NFL preseason. And here's a unique game. This might blow your minds right now.
Mind blown.
So this Saturday, 1 o'clock, the Rams return to the Coliseum. They're going to take on the Raiders. The silver and black, the commitment to excellence, the Raiders. Raiders and Rams, Saturday, 1 o'clock, preseason action. Guess who the Rams opened the NFL regular season against?
The Browns.
The Raiders.
Oh! Okay, I guess that makes sense.
They are playing a preseason game on Saturday. Then they will play again for real in week 1 of the regular season. That never happens. I don't know how this got scheduled, but they're going to see each other twice.
The Rams really want to prove themselves.
They say, you know what? If we can beat the Raiders, we can take on the world, man. That's what they said.
Well, they gotta beat the cellar dwellers of the AFC West.
Who, the Raiders? I thought, not the Chiefs.
No, I'm picking the Raiders.
Raiders and Rams, Saturday, 1 o'clock. It's a precursor to their regular season opener.
Me and Sharice will be ready.
You and Sharice Wright will be ready. Yeah. The pride of Colton.
Sharice and Sharice.
Sharice Wright, DB for the Raiders. Oh, he'll be ready. He's going to be flying around, hitting those Rams. And then Greg Holla on Saturday at 1 o'clock is going to be curled up on his couch
with
his cat, Sharice Wright. Yeah. He loves Sharice so much, he named his cat Sharice.
You're paying it forward. You're a good guy.
Is he?
Got him a little jersey.
You do?
A little Raider right
got
jersey.
A little cat jersey?
Hey, why not?
Really, you need an intervention. You do.
Got a little cat. Where do you buy little cat jerseys?
PetSmart.
PetSmart?
Yeah.
PetSmart.
Honestly, that sounds like a specialty item. You go like to the Mexican swap meet.
All I know is they got a lot of Charger jerseys there, and people ain't buying the Charger ones for their cats.
Hey, whoa.
I can barely find a Raider one.
Oh, stop it.
Charger fans don't like cats? Is that what you're saying?
I thought Charger fans would like cats. You know,
like cat people.
Meow.
Raiders seem like dog people, right?
Yeah, Raiders seem like pit bull people. Hey, you like Pitbull?
Yeah.
Is he one of your favorite singers?
Why not?
Is that your favorite thing?
Ladies like him.
They do. He's got a really round head, though. He looks like Charlie Brown, the Hispanic Charlie Brown. Pitbull.
How many Pitbull on there, Greg Holla?
You have any Pitbull?
Of course, he's got Pitbull.
Whatever.
Here we go. This goes out to everyone out there in the IE. It's called Calle Ocho. There it is. That's your boy Pitbull. The Mexican Charlie Brown? Is that what you called him?
Yeah, look, he's the Mexican Charlie Brown. You give him a sweater with a little funny orange sweater with a black stripe.
Here's your jam.
I don't get it.
Is this English or is this Spanglish? It's kind of back and forth.
Spanglish?
Yeah.
My people.
It's your people.
My people.
My
people.
My people.
I bet Pitbull's a Raider fan.
Yeah.
You like the Raiders, man. Okay, Raiders and Rams, Saturday, 1 o'clock. Greg Holla will watch with Sharice the cat. Sharice Wright will be in the game. Seahawks and Chargers play on Saturday night. And the
Sea Chickens.
The Sea Chickens.
Sea Chickens.
And the battle rages on for the backup quarterback spot with the Chargers. Geno Smith or Cardell Jones. Let's go by the numbers for a moment. Geno Smith of the Chargers, 14 of 23, 218 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Cardell Jones, 6 of 12, 50 yards. If you ask me, there's a little bit of separation already. Geno Smith looked pretty good despite a loss against the Cardinals on Saturday night.
He's got 26 starts in the NFL, Pep.
Cardale Jones, really, if you think about it, he had, like, what, 3 good games at Ohio State?
3, and remember, he could have came back. He went out early. Everybody said he was NFL ready.
Yeah.
He took that small sliver of a window and stepped right into the NFL. And guess what? He's going to be a backup for his entire career. His entire career.
Well, Anthony Lynn, the head coach of the Chargers, has even said that he likes Cardale Jones, but he needs an opportunity to go out there and show that he can be the backup quarterback. Because let's be honest, Phillip Rivers is not going anywhere. The only thing that would knock him out of the starting gig would be an injury. But Cardale Jones, if given the opportunity, we got to see what he's all about. We know what Geno Smith can do, right? I mean, like you said, he can start in the NFL.
Well,
we know that.
Geno Smith is able to read defenses very well. He's able to throw the long ball. He's athletic enough to play outside of the pocket. Cardale Jones, he's 6'5", 250.
He's huge.
He's only a pocket passer. He's not a triple threat. He's not what is it, the run option pass?
Yeah.
Is that what
the RPO, right pass option?
Yeah. He's not that kind of quarterback.
No.
I don't think he can throw a deep ball. We've never seen it. And this is his 3rd season. We have not seen him throw a deep ball. The longest he threw in the last game was 13 yards.
And I know traditionally the Chargers only carry 2 quarterbacks, and I know this because the pride of Colton High School, Brad Sorensen, was a quarterback in the NFL, and he was always like that number 3 guy on the Chargers, and he was always like the last guy cut because they would never carry 3 QBs. It was always 2 guys, Phillip Rivers and Kellen Clemens.
Yeah.
Or some other guy, Charlie Whitehurst, behind Phillip Rivers. There's always some other guy. So if they keep 2 QBs, the early front runner to be the backup quarterback to Phillip Rivers has got to be Geno Smith.
You have to. I mean, think about it. He's got major starts in the NFL. He's been in the playoffs. He can throw the long ball. Like I said, he can play outside of those. He can play outside the lines. A very good backup to Phillip Rivers.
All right, so if you're looking for a reason to watch the Chargers, there you go. Who's going to be the backup QB? Same reason to watch the Rams as well. A couple of other big, juicy games this week on Thursday night. We got the Eagles and the Patriots, right?
That's a pretty good one. But
Super Bowl rematch, right?
Yeah, nobody's going to play in that one either. I hate
Probably
to say
not.
it. No.
Tom Brady against Carson Wentz? No.
Mo Brady's brother will not play.
Brady's brother. And the other big, juicy one, Steelers and Packers, also Thursday night. Our guy Kenny Clark, the pride of Carter High School. Our guy Jamal Williams, the pride of Summit High School, running around, trying to bring down the Steelers. And later in the show, we're going to talk about, I can't believe this. Did you see the guy who dressed up like Troy Polamalu?
No.
And snuck into Steelers practice? No. You didn't see that?
No.
I'm going to save it for later. Some dude dressed up in a full-on Steelers uniform, number 43, snuck into Steelers practice and was on the field. He wanted to tackle Antonio Brown. I couldn't even make this up. That's a real, live, true story.
Did they let him on for fun because it was just really funny?
We'll have to read the stats, but I believe he came on and he actually went through stretching. And when it came time to drills, someone actually caught on and got wise and was like, "Hey, hold on. Doesn't look like Troy Polamalu." So we're going to talk about that later in the show. It's pretty funny. When we come back, so is it Raiders or Chargers schedule today?
We're going to go Chargers today.
Chargers today, Raiders schedule tomorrow, game by game, and we'll give you the overall record, how the Chargers will finish the season.
Hey, whoa.
Are you saying they're going to be 0-16, Greg Holland?
Whoa.
That's real hurtful,
man.
They
got a new kicker this year. He's not going to flub those first 4 games. They're going to go undefeated. 16-0.
You don't even have to just put L all on mine.
Drop an L.
On all of them.
Come on, man.
1 through 12.
What's wrong with you?
Sad.
You're an angry man.
And a big L when they play the Raiders.
Pay it forward, will you? Be a nice guy.
Capital L, man.
Yeah.
No, that baby L stuff. Capital L on the Raiders.
Bold L.
Bold that, underline it, please. When we come back on your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
How you guys doing? Coach Bass here. We're back at the BPC, continuing our movement series on backward movement. The drill we're going to go over today, the training tip, is actually we're going to show you how we teach our athletes how to pivot. All right, so if you're a basketball player, soccer, football, got to be able to change directions on a dime, got to be able to change directions very quickly, and learning how to pivot will help you do that. So Coach Shelley is actually going to help us out today. We're going to work on a drill called tapioca. So she's going to have her toes pointing in this direction, her chest is going to face me, and what I'm looking for here, she's going to open up that lead hip, she's going to swing it open. Her hips are going to change directions, but her shoulders are going to stay the same. Here we go, Shelley. Let's chatter. And change, moving towards me. Change, 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 and relax. Nice job, nice job. So look, that drill can be real taxing. We only take it about 5 yards, but like I said, it's a great drill that teaches our athletes how to open their hips up and change directions. We do it right here at Boost. We're going to continue on our backward movement series for our training tip. We're actually going to progress what we did last time, which was the tapioca, to our snap yoga drill. So still working on those hip pivots. We want those clean, quick, fast transitions out of that backward movement. So Coach Shelley's going to demonstrate this for us. All right, we're going to do our, like I said, our tapioca drill. She's going to have her toes facing left. Her chest is going to be facing straight ahead. Arms are up. She's going to get a nice chatter with her feet. She's going to swing open that lead hip. She's going to change directions with her hips. Here we go, moving backwards. And change. Good. Change. Open it up. Change. Open it up. Change. And relax. Good. Like I said, we want to keep that drill about 5 yards. It's very taxing. All right. Teaching smooth change of direction, clean pivots out of our backward movement. It's what we do right here at Boost.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Fernandez and Jeff Corum.
Welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Can I go full disclosure for a second?
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're all family.
We are not family.
Like real close family.
Well, yeah. I mean,
some families aren't close. We on the Inland Sports Show are very close.
We're pretty tight. Kono's like a little kid. He's like one of my sons.
Is Kono here?
Wait, let me look.
Oh, there he is.
Kono. Hey, Kono.
See him over there.
Good to see that little guy.
But if I could go full disclosure before we thank our sponsors, and also we got to get to the Charger schedule today, right?
Yes.
Charger schedule.
Yes.
You have it. The Charger schedule.
I have the Charger schedule. I'm all over the place, man. I'm good.
Your brother and your niece were in here.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful people.
Behind the scenes, they were in here, in the room, in the studio, watching our first two segments.
Yeah, my niece is adorable. Can't believe that she's related to us. But yeah, my brother, does he look a little bit like me?
You're bigger.
Yeah.
Like you're noticerably bigger. Yeah.
Well, we do dress alike, don't we? Polo shirts and short. Yeah.
You're practically the same guy, but you're like the supersized version.
Yeah.
He's like the medium version.
No, it's good to see him. That was the first time I've seen him in a long time.
You're venti, he's grande. Right?
Yeah, I got a little sugar and a little cream in me. Oh, yeah, but you know what? Honestly, we could have talked about it. No, I don't want to talk about this. But yes, I will say this. My brother, we've talked about this before, he used to terrorize me. He used to tell me that I was going to die in my sleep.
No, I don't believe that
there was demons. There was demons underneath our bed. Oh, you know what? We should call him and get back in here.
Yeah.
All right,
There's
whatever.
not a bad bone in his body.
I know, whatever. Oh, no. He used to tell me there were aliens right outside my window and they were going to take me away.
Yeah.
And then there was demons underneath our closet and bed.
No.
So I used to sleep with my one eye. You know what? I thought we were a tight family. I thought we were a tight family.
Greg Hall and I, we were like, man, it's always hard being, the younger brother, right?
It is.
The older brother's always mean, and Jeff's like, yeah, my older brother's kind of hard on me, kind of mean. And then his brother came in here. I don't know, it's probably the nicest guy I've ever met, right, Greg? Yeah, he was like so nice. I'm like, wait, hold on here.
Do not let him fool you. No, he's going to call me tonight.
Embellishing? Is he lying?
No. He's going to call me tonight. Now, if he's listening, he's going to call me on the phone, and he's going to say, Jeffrey, we want you. He used to do that to me. Yeah, well, Jeffrey,
not him. Not the Justin Gorham I know.
Let's come and play, Jeff. Let's come and play. I want to play. Jeffrey.
Yeah, me too. He's a good guy.
Oh, stop
He's a good guy.
He's not.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's all a facade.
But he wanted to just come and hang out. He's visiting from New Hampshire, right?
He lives in New Hampshire, and his daughter, my niece, is out here. She's an actress. She was just in not Adam Sandler. Who's the blonde guy? David Spade?
She was in his movie?
The movie that's on Netflix.
No.
Yes.
Wait, hold on.
I didn't. Yeah, she was in the movie.
She was in what's it called? Like Dad of the Year?
Dad of the Year.
Is that right?
Yeah, she's in one of the scenes. They cut out a couple of her other scenes, but yes, she's in the movie.
Wait, she was in our studio and you didn't want to ask her about that, like on camera, on the mic?
I don't know. I was nervous. I hadn't seen her in a while. But yeah, she's big time. She's living off Sunset Boulevard. She's getting all these acting gigs.
We had a movie star.
A movie star.
And Jeff's like, oh, no.
No, yeah, I'm telling you, when she's big time, you got Rich Jeff instead of a movie star.
Jeff, you dropped the ball.
I know. I'm not a good brother. But it was nice seeing him. I don't stink.
It's like the Seahawks trying to pass on, in the Super Bowl.
They're got the goal line. Pass! Oh, okay. Yeah. No, it was good to have him in here. He got to see me doing my stuff here. He had a little radio show, in New Hampshire.
Was he impressed by you? Did he think you do a good job here on the Inland Sports Show?
No, I'm never good enough for him.
He's a really nice guy. I bet you he's going to call you later and compliment you and say, hey, Jeff, you know what? It's really great seeing you, brother. I mean, I've missed you. I'm so proud of you, man. That show is really good, man. You guys got a good thing going, man. I'm just beaming with pride right now. I bet you he's going to say that later.
He's going to say, I really, really, that Pep guy is a professional.
Yeah.
That guy, Greg, he's playing all those great bits.
Yep.
And then the guy that I met in passing, Kono, had the most glorious, lush beard I've ever seen. You, Jeff, you could do better.
The caboose.
Yeah, you could do better.
The caboose.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the rear. Hey! Bingo! Ralph Lawler here with who was the? Oh, he doesn't have a guy anymore. No more Bruce.
We're going to talk about that later in the show,
yeah,
too.
Bingo.
Maybe it could be you.
Could you imagine me on a Clippers broadcast?
Would you leave me for,
Yes.
on UCR for that?
Yes. No, I couldn't leave you, Pep. Pep, you have too many things. Hey, I'm going to take you up to Oregon State this year.
No, you're not.
Yeah, we're going to hang
you?
out. Yeah, we're going to hang out with one of my closest
Is
friends.
that the season opener?
Yes, Greg Gottlieb.
Wait,
one of my best friends is up
Is
there.
that on a Friday night?
I don't know.
Because that's still high school football.
Then I'll be by myself.
The most important thing in my life is high school football.
I know. But the most important thing in my life
Basketball.
is loving. No, I love high school football too. But I got to see my friend Greg Gottlieb. I want to introduce my little Hispanic Jewish brother.
Is that
to
me?
him. Yeah, that's you. You're my little Jewish Mexican brother.
Well, if it's not on a Friday night, I'm there.
Okay.
Deal?
Deal.
We'll look it up in the break.
We go-
I actually don't know. We have the UCR basketball schedule, but I haven't memorized it yet.
No, I haven't either. I just know we're going a lot of places.
Speaking of schedules, we got 5 minutes to run through the Chargers' schedule. We're going to tell you what their overall record's going to be. Don't listen to Greg Holla. He wants to drop big, fat, capital L's, put them in bold, all over the Chargers. Big one on the Raiders, man.
The Raiders.
We'll do the Raiders tomorrow. We're building up to the Raiders. It's a Monday.
Oh, this is going to be easy.
That'll be easy. Dubs.
Okay.
Okay. Who do the Chargers open with?
Hold on a second.
I thought you were doing it.
Well, do you want to know? Are you going to keep it or me? Ah, darn it.
I
Hold
got
on.
too many important
So what are we
things
doing?
over here.
Greg,
I'm too important.
Greg,
I'm
Jeff,
too important to do that secretarial
and
stuff.
Pep, and Kono. Kono knows nothing. Hold on one second.
All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to go around the room. We got to make it quick. If we don't get through the entire schedule, we'll continue into the next break. But we're going to go through the Chargers schedule because we figured out that the Rams are going to end up, like 12-4, 11-5 was kind of the consensus. Greg had them at 9-7. I don't think that's going to happen. But about 11-5, 12-4. Let's see what we're going to have the Chargers at.
I'm going to pick 13-3 this year, my friend. Yeah, that's how good I think.
Chargers?
Yes.
The Lightning Bolts.
Yes, the Bolts are awesome.
Los Angeles.
Yes, here we go. Ready?
All right, let's go. Season opener.
The season opener will be Titans and Chargers.
Where at?
Titans at Chargers. Titans at Chargers.
That's a win.
Win.
Mark it down.
Pep, win.
Come on, we got to do this fast.
Okay, here.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, I say win.
Win. Holla. Kono. Win. Wins all the way around.
Okay, win.
Next.
Okay, Chargers, Raiders.
Oh, is that in the hole?
That is
LA?
in the hole.
LA. Oh, no. The Raiders, man.
Win.
The Raiders.
They're gonna
Lose.
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 Win.
That's a big lose.
I see. I don't know if I'm doing this right here. Kono, you figured. Here, I can't do them both. Just here. You got it? Okay, here we go. There's GE for me, and there's. Sorry.
It's a great napkin.
What
he
is
gave
it?
me.
Just got like a periodic table going over there. He's got
I don't know what I'm doing.
symbols. GE stands for.
It's next to his spaghetti
Jeff.
stains on this napkin.
Oh.
Thank you.
All right, here we go.
What a mess.
Chargers, Cardinals at Chargers.
Chargers win. That's a win. Holla says win. I say win.
I say you're wrong. Okay. I'm saying Chargers win.
Hold on 1 second. On your stat sheet, are these wins? You're doing telemarks.
I only
Are
did
those
win.
for wins or those for
There we
losses?
go. I don't know. Gosh,
You
darn, I wasn't
guys.
prepared.
Can you do it real
You
quick?
guys.
It's only on the first round. Do it again. Start over.
Did you
Okay.
know I graduated cum laude? Like I was Kappa
I
Tau
graduated
Alpha.
cum laude.
Yes.
Cum laude. All right. Hold on.
We went through the first 3 games, right?
All right. Yes.
Okay,
Titans, Raiders.
can we go? Can we
Okay.
keep going here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Chargers, Bengals.
Win.
At Chargers.
Win. Anybody else?
I say win.
Chargers, Bengals.
Chargers,
Win.
Bengals. Win.
All right, mark it down. Next.
Okay. Ravens, Chargers.
Win.
Win for who? Chargers?
Win. He says loss, right?
I say win. 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 Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Wait, everybody's a win?
Greg Hollis says loss. Next.
All right, here we go. Chargers, Bills.
Win.
Win. You're
Man,
crazy.
He's a hater.
Yeah, you are a
Loss.
hater. Okay, here we go.
Silver and black hater.
49ers at Chargers.
Loss.
I'm going to call a loss on that one, too. That's my first loss to the Chargers right there.
Dropping big L's.
Okay.
Okay. Next.
Chargers at Browns.
Win.
Win.
Yeah.
See, you're going to be on my bandwagon here. Both of you, all of you numbnuts. Okay, here we go. Chargers, Sea Chickens.
Where's that at?
In the Sea Chickens. And win for who? The Sea Chickens or the Chargers?
Loss.
I say Sea Chickens too.
It's a Chargers loss.
Yeah, it's a Chargers loss. Go ahead. I got that one.
Next.
Okay. Broncos, Chargers at Chargers.
Win.
Yeah, me too. I think win. Okay, here we go. Chargers at Steelers.
Loss. That's a loss.
That's a loss for me too there. So, okay, here we go. Chargers at the Chiefs.
Win.
Win. Okay, here we go. Chargers at the Broncos.
Win.
I say win.
Win.
That should be it, right?
How many more games? Is that it? All right, let's do this. Let's take a break. Let's thank Boost Performance Training in Corona with Coach Ray Bass. They've got a new movement schedule every single day of the week, improving your movement for any sport, all athletes, all ages. Go check out Boost Performance Training. You'll get explosive. You'll get dynamic. You're going to turn some heads out there on the playing field at Boost Performance Training, boosttrainingsystems.com. We come back. We'll size up the Chargers' schedule. Maybe 13-3, maybe 12-4. We'll find out. We got more high school football news to pass along as well. We'll be back at your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
We're a small family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cahelco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the Crossings. We have great financing. We have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
Sports Show. Jeff Gorham, Greg Holla. I am simply Pep Fernandez. We are brought to you by Spoiled. Quick, quality oil change. Get your oil change today. You probably need it. You might be overdue. You're getting real close. Just feel better about your whole day and your whole life. Go to Spoiled. Quick, quality oil change off the 215 freeway off on Alessandro Boulevard. It's right there. You can't miss it. You will not regret it. All right, before we get to some high school football news here, because it is week 0, we're all fired up.
I'm fired up. I have a pretty good game I got this week. I got Grand Terrace versus North, JW North. North. What do they call that? The backyard brawl?
Sure.
Is that what
I think something like that.
Something like that. It's got a funny name. Or
They're rivals.
Yeah, they're neighbors.
From our studio, North is right there, and Grand Terrace is right over
there
there the other way.
Yeah, so if you could hit a golf ball really far, you could probably.
I could probably do it.
You could
I
hit
could
it.
probably throw a rock.
You could throw a rock and hit it from both schools.
We might be smack dab in the middle between the two schools.
Do you think maybe Friday before the game, during our show, we'll have them have like a big on street fight? Those meet halfway. They can talk smack to each other.
Right up Iowa.
Right up Iowa. Both guys meet at our studio and they talk and fight and yell, but not really fist fight. And then they go back and they have their big game. That'd be a great way to start the season.
Well, before we continue this riveting high school football conversation, let's go back to the Chargers schedule. We went through every single game because we want to find out what the Lightning Bolts record might look like this season. So,
Kono?
Is Kono here?
Kono, where are you?
So Kono's going to do. Kono took track. I didn't know it was going to be so difficult trying to keep track of all the wins and losses. But let's do this. All right, Kono, who's first?
Well, you're on the shirt, so you're first. Pep.
I'm on the shirt.
Has the Chargers at 11-5.
That sounds about right.
That's pretty good.
I had the Rams at 12-4, and I've got the Chargers at 11-5. I feel pretty good.
I waffled on one.
Yeah.
12-4.
12-4.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be 13-3. I think I screwed up on one, but that's okay.
Myself, 10-6.
Okay,
That's
we're
not bad.
all pretty close.
Hey,
so.
you know what, everybody? You know what? My hands are. I applaud all three of you guys, or you two guys.
We're all close.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
guys-
we're all kind of thinking along the same lines.
Oh, wait, we have Greg.
Oh wait, yeah, let's go to Greg.
Greg. 4-12.
What? Come on! 4-12.
Do you think the Chargers are going to be 4-12?
No, you're a hater. Raider Nation, you're a hater, Greg.
Wow.
Oh, whoa! He said, "Be glad they're getting 4 wins." Man, Philip Rivers, I'm gonna tell him you said that.
Yeah, hurtful.
The Browns. What can Brown? Yeah, just once.
The Browns, man.
Browns.
All right, let's talk a little high school football here. It's week 0, first week of the high school football season. We are fired up. Big games. Jeff and Ghazal Hassan will call the Riverside TV game of the week. It's Grand Terrace against JW North. I said I think we're smack dab in the middle of North and Grand Terrace, where our studio is located here at Fox Sports IE. I just looked it up. North is 1.5 miles away.
North.
And Grand Terrace is 2.4. So we're kind of close, but not identical distances.
0.9 miles away farther is Gran Turismo.
But they're pretty close. So they're only like 3 miles apart, the two schools.
Yes.
The granddaddy of them all is Chandler against Centennial. And if you missed the breaking news off the top of the show, that game is going down Friday night, 7:30, #Death Valley. San Bernardino Valley College will be the site as Centennial hosts Chandler from Arizona. Now, these two schools have met before. Centennial won.
Yes.
Of course they did.
Yeah. Hey, what do the little kids say?
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
We're under a roof, too. Have you heard that one?
No.
See,
Did your brother teach you that one?
No.
Justin, good guy.
Justin, yeah, great guy. Good guy.
But it's the granddaddy.
All right, granddaddy of them all.
The granddaddy of them all. Chandler, number 10 in the country. Centennial, number 17 in the country. They're going to go head-to-head. They're going to lock horns at SBVC Friday night. That's the granddaddy.
The nicest football stadium around. Would you agree?
It's really nice.
Really nice. It's going to be really packed.
It's going to be a packed house. They moved it to San Bernardino, SBVC, because of the holy fire that's burning near Corona, near Elsinore. And that smoke, man, it's still hanging around. In fact, Jeff, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but...
You're wrong.
No, seriously. I think the Corona School District, Corona Norco Unified School District, shut their schools down all week.
I think they shut it down. The last word I got was until the 20th.
Which would be next Monday, right?
Yeah, so they're going to close down for another week just because they're housing so many evacuees.
It's a tough situation. We are trying to sneak these football games in. So Centennial, which was supposed to be a home game for them, is now playing at Valley College. Santiago in a similar boat. I mean, Centennial and Santiago are just down Rimpaw Avenue from each other. They're like a mile apart. Santiago is playing Murrieta Valley. They were supposed to host as well. Now that game's going to be at Murrieta Valley. So it's same two schools, but now Santiago's going to go on the road. A little bit of a difference, right? Going down to Murrieta, I guess maybe not a huge difference difference from Corona, but a little bit better.
Yeah, and really, if you think about it, Marietta Valley is probably closer to the fire, but the fire is blowing north. So, I live in the Fee. We're not having too many smoke issues anymore, or any more ash, to say the least.
And the other big game, Kono's going to be there on his old stomping grounds. It's like alumni night, and they're going to celebrate him.
Yeah, right.
It's Helix against Cajon.
Ooh, San Diego Helix.
If Chandler versus Centennial is the granddaddy of them all, Helix versus Cajon's a close second.
Now, wasn't Helix the Open Division champion down in San Diego and state finalist as well?
You're exactly right.
Wow.
San Diego Open champ, meaning they were the best team in San Diego, the San Diego section, period.
Bar none.
They went to the 1AA state championship game. They lost, but so did Cajon in 2AA. Now they're going to see each other in their season opener. The biggest game in the state of California. I don't count Centennial because they're playing a team from Arizona, right?
Yes.
So Helix against Cajon at Cajon. Kono will be there. It's the biggest game you will ever see until Cajon plays Heritage. And then that will be the biggest game you will ever see. They're both big, juicy ones.
Yes, they are.
One other high school football note. The CIF Southern Section released its preseason rankings. So on Saturday, we were live at a scrimmage at Ramona High School on IEMG TV.
The weirdest thing ever.
7 a.m. kickoff, and we were there.
Hey, Kono, were you there?
Almost.
In spirit, he was.
My alarm went off just to tell Jeff I'm not going to be able to make it.
I'm out. I'm out.
They were selling nachos at 7:30.
But I checked in with you.
You did.
Yeah, it was 7:30 in the morning. We're like, is that chili cheese nachos? Sure enough, man.
They were eating hot dogs,
lunch somewhere.
hamburgers. Oh, it was weird.
So we had, the way the CIF Southern Section works is they take like all 400 teams and then they divide them up by division. So you can kind of get an idea of where these schools are going to rank inside their own divisions. But today we got the official CIF Southern Section preseason rankings. I'm going to go through some of the big divisions quickly. In Division 1, Mater Dei is number 1. Not a big shock there. Centennial checks in at number 7. Kind of a slight on the Huskies.
Yes.
I'm offended.
I am too. I hope the great Sith Lord will take out his vengeance.
He better. In Division 2, Upland is number 1, followed by Norco. And at number 4, Heritage.
Come on. If it ain't Broach. Coach Broach.
I love Division 2.
That's a good one.
I love Division 3, too.
Who's in Division 3, Pep?
Division 3, your number 1 team, the Cajon Cowboys.
Oh, Jaden Daniels.
No doubt.
Darren Jones.
Kono's going to be there. Jaden Daniels is going to be there. It's the place to be. Helix is going to be there. Roosevelt checks in at number 4.
Roosevelt.
Murrieta Mesa at number 6.
The Rams.
And Santiago checks in at number 10 in Division 3. Pretty good, juicy Division 3.
That's a good one.
I'm in. Let's see. Division 4. My bad. Division 4. Ukaipa checks in at number 6. Division 5. Corona's at number 10. Aquinas is Division 5. They're not there.
Come on.
Come on. Come on, CIF.
Come on, man.
Division 6. Valley View is number 5.
The View.
Division 7. San Jacinto's number 4. Grand Terrace is number 8. Division 8. Look out, everybody. Here comes Temecula Valley in at number 6. Kaiser's at number 9.
Billy Cardosi.
I can't go through them all, but just know this: when you put your head on your pillow tonight, say your prayers and go to sleep. Know that Hillcrest is number 1 in Division 10.
Number 1?
Number 1.
Man, they're great in everything.
So we've got 2 number 1 teams in the Inland Empire. Division 3, Cajon, and Division 10, Hillcrest. So when you go to sleep tonight,
be ready.
Thank the good Lord. We got Hillcrest and Cajon holding it down for the Inland Empire for high school football. When we come back, we got a very serious question for Jeff.
We do?
Yes. It might change the way you look at the NBA for the rest of your life.
All right.
Who's going to be the next Scottie Pippen? Right?
It's
a pretty hard-hitting question.
It is hard.
We're going to address it next on your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Corum.
Welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. This segment brought to you by Ken Sporting Goods. Since 1976, holding it down for the IE. They've got all your sporting gear, equipment, uniform for your tire team. They can even do it for your company or your business. Do an all match? You can do that. At Ken Sporting Goods, embroidery, screen printing, they do all in-house. Since 1976. That's 42 years. I did the math for you. That's a long, long time, and they've been doing it right. KenSportingGoods.com is the website. Go check them out online, and then go walk through those doors. All the legends have walked through those doors at Ken Sporting Goods in Horsetown, USA, Norco, California. Ken Sporting Goods. Love you, Ken. All right, Jeff, let's get serious.
Let's get serious.
I'm just going to put it out there.
Put it out there.
Could Brandon Ingram of the Lakers be the next Scottie Pippen? I'm not going to beat around the bush. This is way too serious. I want to get right to the point.
No.
He can't be the Scottie Pippen to LeBron James.
Well, I mean, if you look at their numbers, I would say they're pretty much identical. Scottie Pippen averaged 16 points a game. Brandon Ingram.
Was that it?
16 points a game. Yes.
16 points? Was that his career average?
Career average.
Because there was probably a season or two where he was probably in the low 20s.
That was without Michael Jordan.
When he was the guy?
When he was the guy without Michael Jeffrey Jordan, yes. You know his middle name's Jeffrey?
Sure did.
You did?
All the great ones are.
Hey, but Brandon Ingram averaged 16 points a game. Guess who else averaged 16 points for the Lakers?
Scottie Pippen?
Nope. Kyle Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma, the Kuz.
They both averaged 16 points last year between the both of them.
But wouldn't you say Brandon Ingram is more versatile, like a Scottie Pippen? Play up and down the court fast, pass the ball.
Yeah, I think, though, that Scottie Pippen was a better rebounder. I think he was probably a better passer. But, you know, just playing 2 years in the league, Brandon Ingram averaging 16 points a game, his upside is incredible. He's got great poise. We've seen him play point guard last year when Lonzo Ball went down. I think he's a great point guard at 6'9", 190 pounds, a little slight. If he can fill in and get stronger, maybe if he's 6'9", 225, then we're talking the same range as Scottie Pippen. But until then, because Scottie Pippen could post guys up and he was physical, Brandon Ingram isn't that guy yet. He's a face to basket. He's got a very good first step, but I don't believe at this time you can call him a Scottie Pippen guy. I think if you bring over Kawhi Leonard, however, that changes the equation, and I think that becomes his Scottie Pippen.
Well, I asked this because somebody posed that question, that could Brandon Ingram be the Scottie Pippen to LeBron James? If you're too young to know, Scottie Pippen was really Michael Jordan's right-hand man on those Chicago Bulls teams,
yes.
Right? Like the second star on that team.
Yeah, very much so.
So when you look at some of these great NBA teams, Michael and Scottie, you could say Magic and Kareem if you want, or Magic and James Worthy.
Bird, Parrish, Bird
and Parrish, Bird and McHale. Kobe and Shaq. LeBron and D. Wade. I mean, when you think about it, they usually team up. They usually, if there's an alpha male, they always have like a sidekick.
Steph Curry, Kevin Durant.
Let me ask you this. If you looked at the Lakers right now, LeBron James, obviously, it goes without saying, he's the alpha male. He is the star.
Yes.
Who's his sidekick? Yeah, if we were playing NBA jams, who's the other guy? You got two guys.
If you were basing it on future, Brandon Ingram 1A.
Okay.
Kyle Kuzma 1B. Sidekick.
Because think about it. Can you think of an NBA title contender that did not have a big 1-2 punch? LeBron and Kyrie Irving? I mean, Golden State's kind of the exception. That's not fair. But there's always maybe you could say Curry and Durant. There's always like a big 1-2. It's never like a superstar and some other guys.
See, I just think that the dynamic of LeBron James is going to change with this team. Remember, playing in Miami and his both stints in Cleveland, he was very ball dominant. Remember, he was a point forward. He would bring the ball up the floor. You're not going to see that with LeBron James in Los Angeles. I think you're going to see a lot more post action from LeBron James. I think his numbers are going to stay high. His averages are going to stay high. All of them he's not going to turn the ball over because the ball's not going to be in his hands as nearly as much. You have Lonzo Ball. You have Rajon Rondo. You have Brandon Ingram, and you have Kyle Kuzma. He's not going to have to do the same stuff he's done the last couple stints he's been at. This is going to be a year where he's going to feel out and watch his players, and he's going to decide whether or not who stays and goes. If you don't play hard, you don't play up to his standards, you could see some of these guys go. You could see both point guards. You could see Rajon Rondo and Lonzo Ball both go, and you could see somebody coming over next year in free agency. I think the biggest question, like we just said, is Brandon Ingram going to step up? He's got to get stronger if he's going to be a long-time player in this league. Kevin Durant is the exception for skinny guys that can play. He's not Kevin Durant. He is a very good player, but he's going to have to change his game. He's going to have to get stronger because LeBron James is not going to be that guy handling the ball nonstop for the Lakers.
Tony Parker and Tim Duncan. Patrick Ewing and John Starks.
Yeah, they never won anything, though.
But if
Robert Parrish,
I would say
Kevin McHale. Yeah,
yeah.
Kevin McHale.
But if you go through history, there's always like a big dog and his sidekick. You could go through, there's never like one big superstar and a bunch of other guys. It never works.
No.
You need another guy. So I look at this Lakers roster right now, and I'm like, who's that other guy? Like, if you had to pick as of right now today.
Brandon Ingram.
See, maybe I'm just going on history, but I'd say Rajon Rondo.
Rajon Rondo?
Right?
No.
What do you mean?
No. Never.
Rajon Rondo, if you just looked at his resume, if he handed me his resume and you're like, okay, who's the best for the job? I'd say Rajon Rondo's best for the job. I'd hire him.
No.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
But Brandon Ingram could be that guy.
Brandon Ingram is the 6'9" player that can play point guard.
What if you got against short people? Like Rajon Rondo plays the point guard too.
Just look who I'm sitting next to. That's my problem. So I'm telling you, the game of basketball is changed. You no longer have centers with their back to the basket. Centers all play with face squaring up to the basket, playing stretch spots. It is now the NBA doesn't have centers, forwards, guards. It's basically the same guy. Am I wrong? Other than Steph Curry, they're all the
positionless,
same kind of,
right? Is that what they like to say, right?
It is positionless. Brandon Ingram is versatile. He can play. He can't play a power forward yet. He might when he's a little older, but he can play a stretch forward. He can play even a stretch center because he's big enough, and he can handle the ball. He's a point guard. Yes, he's your number 1A, and Kyle Kuzma 1B. But I think next year, after this year, we're going to see one of these two guys out of the fold with the Lakers because Kawhi Leonard, I'm telling you, he's coming to LA. We know it's coming. The media has stepped off it. He's going to be a Laker next year.
Kawhi and Kyle Lowry, big 1-2.
Just stop with the hate.
James Harden and Chris Paul.
That didn't work out.
Paul George and Russell Westbrook.
That will never work out.
Just look around. It's happening.
It's happening, but they've got to win championships. The teams you aforementioned before won championships. Michael, Scotty, any Laker combo won championships.
You know what? The only team of recent memory
with no 1-2 punch.
With no 1-2 punch. Think of a team in the last 20 years. Let's see if it's the same team we think of.
Dallas.
No, they had Dirk and
Dirk.
What? No, Steve Nash. Wasn't he the point or no?
No, he wasn't.
It wasn't Jason Terry, was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was Jason Terry. It wasn't Steve Nash. It was Jason Terry. Yes, Dirk Nowitzki was the only guy.
I was going to say the Pistons.
Yeah,
because they didn't have a superstar.
They had Chauncey Billups
and Rip Hamilton.
I agree.
They weren't stars.
I agree. Okay, let's do that.
They weren't stars.
I agree with that wholeheartedly because Dirk Nowitzki is a superstar. What is he, second or third all-time scorer in the NBA?
He is a superstar.
Yeah, okay,
I'm on with that.
There is nobody on that Pistons team that I consider a superstar. A couple Hall of Famers, but not Hall of Famers in the sense where you say they were the best player in that era.
Correct.
Agree. In Detroit, yeah, I agree.
So, I'm going to have to look up that Dallas Mavericks line. Was that, 2007, 2008?
Our producer's looking it up right now.
Who was the 1B? It wasn't Steve Nash?
No. Steve Nash.
Jason Kidd was long gone, right?
Yeah. It was Jason Terry.
Sean Marion, maybe? I'm trying to think. Who was the other guy?
The Matrix.
Yeah, the Matrix. Sean Marion, Jason Terry. Who was the no, not Vince Carter. Was he on those teams? Who was the other guy? I want to know who the other guy was. So we'll continue this conversation about who's going to be the Scottie Pippen to LeBron James with the Lakers. Maybe it's Brandon Ingram. Maybe it's Rajon Rondo. The other NBA news today.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah. Who was the second leading scorer on that team?
Oh, hold on here.
Suspenseful. I mean, this is very dramatic.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I thought you said you had it.
I thought I did.
Jeff, you're killing me.
I'm sorry.
All right. The other big news today was the Clippers have fired Bruce Bowen as their TV color guy, right?
Yes, after one season.
And it sounds like it's because he was critical of Kawhi Leonard, our guy from King High School. Is that right?
Yeah, don't besmirch the name of Kawhi Leonard. They'll fire you.
My first question to you, Jeff, was what does Kawhi Leonard have to do with the Clippers or Bruce Bowen?
Because Bruce Bowen was on those teams.
He played for San Antonio.
He played with him when they won the championship.
Why do the Clippers care what Bruce Bowen's saying about Kawhi Leonard?
Apparently a lot.
Do you think there's any chance that the Clippers are like, whoa, wait, hold on.
I know exactly where this is going.
If we've got any chance, whether it's a long shot to get Kawhi Leonard with the Clippers, Bruce, we got to get you out of here, man. You can't be critical of him because one day, soon, we're going to make a run at the greatest player in the NBA, Kawhi Leonard.
Bingo! That's exactly
You really think that's the case?
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Well, do you know exactly what he said? Or was he just critical on social media? Or what?
He was critical over him because he didn't return David Robinson's phone call.
Okay.
And that he was making $18 million a year and he should shut up or talk or shut up.
And the Clippers said no thanks?
Yes. We do have those stats. Dirk Nowitzki, who averaged 23 points a game, and his second fiddle.
Sean Marion?
Nope.
Jason Terry?
Yep, there you go. Jason Terry, Caron Butler averaged 15. He was third in scoring. Then the Matrix averaged 12. And then Tyson Chandler averaged 10. Everyone else was in single digits.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're right.
Jason Kidd was on that team.
That Dallas team did not have, there's a bunch of good players, but there was no, second superstar. There was no Scottie Pippen on that team.
No, they had Brian Cardinal.
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah,
Purdue Boilermaker. He was good. He was good. Oh, Peja was on that team? That was after Sacramento, his golden
Stevenson
age.
And Sasha Pavlovic.
That's not a good team.
No, not at all.
Dirk Nowitzki was the alpha dog.
Yes.
But, I thought there'd be another guy over 20 points per game or right around there.
Nope, the Kono knew. Jason Terry.
Wow.
Good job, Kono.
I remember he got the tattoo. Remember?
Yeah.
He got the championship on his arm.
Jason Terry did?
Yeah.
Isn't he still playing?
Yeah.
He's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, he is.
Doing his thing.
Where's he playing? Let's figure that one out, too.
All right, so, Jeff, please don't leave me for the L.A. Clippers.
No, no, never.
Who does? It's Bingo, right?
Bingo! Ralph Lawler, yes.
All right, when we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, we got more baseball to get to. We've also got to put a nice little bow on the PGA Championship. Brooks Koepka is your champion. So we'll talk about Tiger Woods, Ricky Fowler, Brooks Koepka, and more baseball. Plus, the guy who snuck into Steelers practice trying to beat Troy Polamalu.
I love it.
Bizarre stuff.
Milwaukee Bucks, Jason Terry. That's who he played with.
He still plays?
Still plays.
That's his team?
40 years old.
40. So he and Vince Carter still going. Vince Carter just signed with what, Atlanta?
Yeah, Vince Carter's 86. But yeah, he's your age and he's playing.
And Carmelo Anthony just signed with the Rockets today, right?
Yes, he did. For a veteran's
final?
minimum, $2.7 million. That's it.
Mellow.
But he's still getting paid, what, $24 million from...
Yeah, I don't feel bad for him.
No,
he's fine.
No,
he's fine. All right, we'll be back at your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
You could have thought to yourself, you could have...
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I think that's my passion because I've done it. I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and help them reach their athletic potential, help them, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, in terms of speed, power, strength, agility.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
not have your superior intellect and education. But could it be that once again, you are angry at something else and are looking to take it out on me?
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Corum.
There you go. That's your jam. Hey, did your brother was in here earlier?
Yes.
Justin Gorham.
Bustin' Justin.
Was he impressed by the show?
Yeah, he said he loved it. He said we're good. He said we're great.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
I don't
That
know.
he's the nice brother. That sure enough.
Why is
when
this
he
going back
left-
at me? I've always been the nicer Gorham.
Wait, hold on, Angry Gorham. Let me finish. Angry Gorham, wait. I said, after your brother left, and we all agreed that he was a very nice man, and I said, you know what? He's so nice. I bet you he's the kind of brother that's going to turn around, not literally like the car, but he's going to turn around and text you or call you and say, hey, Jeff, I'm real proud, man. That was a good show. Good job. I'm proud of you.
No, he said you were great, Pep. He said you were great.
I bet you.
No. He said, man, that guy Pep is really
He was a really nice guy.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he's a great guy. He is a scholar and a gentleman. But he lives in New Hampshire. He needs to get back
Nothing wrong
out
with
here.
that.
Yeah, he needs to get back out here.
Wait, so his friend is Chip Kelly's friend?
Yes, best friend.
So when are you guys all going to Vegas? You, Chip Kelly, your
Supposed
brother?
to be, but I probably won't get to go. Well, maybe I can now.
Yeah, you guys are on good terms.
We good.
Yeah.
The last time we went, it was a good time. No Chip Kelly though.
I'm sorry. I'm just a little rattled because Justin Gorham is the nice Gorham.
You know what, Pat?
I thought you were the nice one, and now I'm like all confused. It's like Bizarro world.
It is Bizarro. He's,
So he's the nice one.
I have, you know what? Since we started this show,
Yeah.
I've always been the nice guy.
Really?
Yeah, everybody said that. No, it's nice having him in. I was impressed. I was happy to show him around our lovely studio.
But he is a nice guy.
He is a nice guy. I'm glad he's here.
The Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Catalano Motors in Corona, off of Temescal Canyon Road. You can buy, you can trade, and you can finance, all at Catalano Motors. So they make it very easy for you because we all know shopping for a new vehicle can be a headache, but not at Catalano Motors. Plus, you're going to save thousands of dollars. And when you mention the Inland Sports Show, $500 off. It's that easy.
It is.
But only at Catalano Motors. CatalanoCars.com is the website. All right, raise your hand in this room. Who watched golf this weekend?
I did.
Two of us, half of us.
I did.
Like I said earlier, I turned on golf, and my kids said, whoa, hold on. Are you watching golf like Grandma? Because I never watch golf. I just don't. Listen, I'm a casual golf fan. I pay attention to the majors. If Tiger Woods is wearing red and it's Sunday and his name's near the top of the leaderboard, I'm into it. I'll watch. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you, be like, oh, yeah, I know all the world rankings and I watch all the PGA events. I'm not that guy. I'm just not. In fact, I don't watch all the baseball games. I don't watch all the NFL games. I don't watch all. I make room for games when there's some importance, right?
Yes.
I mean, like with Tiger Woods, and it's a major, the final major of the season. You carve out a little bit of time to check that out. When the Raiders play the Rams, you carve out time to check that out. When USC is playing Texas in football, you make time. You got to watch that game. That's a big one.
Yes, you do.
The reason I watched was Tiger Woods.
The tantalizing drama.
And I said
storylines.
Yes. And I said before, like it's kind of like the Red Sox or the Cubs to me. If Tiger Woods wins a major or wins a tournament, I won't be as excited. I don't know if I'll pay attention as closely to golf anymore. Would you, Jeff?
No, because I'm telling you, he's cursed. I told you that at the beginning of the show. He's always never a bride, always a bridesmaid from now on.
Not from now on. He's gonna win another event.
He will not win another event.
But right now we have this storyline that everyone enjoys. When's Tiger Woods gonna win again? Because when he gets that win, people are gonna say the comeback is complete. Tiger Woods hit rock bottom. He built himself back up and did it all over again.
I kind of, I am playing a little character here on the radio. I'm going to be honest with you.
No.
Yeah. I hope he does well. I mean, you think about it. If his life is in order, and maybe we shouldn't, let's take the life stuff out of the equation. He was the most incredible golfer we've ever seen. But I think when you hear all of the stories, you kind of get jaded. And you go, I don't know if I want him to win. I don't know if I want him to win. But, man, talking about ratings, 69% increase from last year's event, the same event. Golf is better when Tiger Woods is the king. Do you agree?
Yes.
Golf is better.
You know what? I kind of equate it to a guy like LeBron James or Tom Brady. Guys, I would not necessarily say like, oh man, they're such a great guy. But I'm a fan. I can marvel at what they do on the field and not get lost in all the other stuff. If Tiger Woods was acting crazy behind his wife's back, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's okay, but yeah, I just take him for the golf. I don't care where he stands on, all these political issues.
That's where you and I are the same.
The stuff of, with his wife and whatnot. It's sad because they did have kids, right?
Yes.
So like that's the sad part is there's kids involved. But like same thing with LeBron and Tom Brady. I don't care who they voted for. I don't care what they do in their spare time. I just like to watch them play. That's it. So Tiger Woods, if you separate all that other stuff, and for some people it's difficult to separate what they do in their personal life, I like to watch Tiger Woods. I don't think he's a great guy, but I like to watch him, and that kind of it ends there. I'm a fan for that.
And you think about the golfers that we see today, the Koepka, those guys, the Fowlers, all of these players, Brendan Steele, local guys, they are all good for one reason, and that one reason is Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Koepka was 10 years old the last time Tiger won a major
Was he
championship.
really?
Yeah. So that tells you how, these guys used to be in awe of him. They wanted to become golfers because of Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods used to scare everybody out of golf. Remember, there was one stat. This is the first time in history of Tiger Woods that he led after 54 holes and didn't win it. He shot a 64, which is his best round ever in a final day. Players used to
64 was fantastic.
People used to fear Tiger Woods when they saw his name going up the leaderboard on that last day. I think that is the difference now, is these younger players saw Tiger Woods, but they weren't on the course when Tiger Woods was exceptional, the best ever.
That's true.
So they don't fear him as much, but it's still in awe the same. You listen to the roar of the crowds. It was amazing. It was fun to watch. And it's nice to see that these players have benefited from Tiger Woods' greatness 10 years ago.
We got a little bit of Tiger Woods' press conference right after the PGA Championship. We're going to play some of that in just a second. But I will say one other note on Brooks Koepka, because he's kind of the lost guy in all this, right? Yeah, he won it. He's fantastic, and no one's talking about him. Everyone's talking about Tiger.
Yeah, three majors in 2 years. That's pretty incredible.
That is incredible.
And he's just going to get better. He's young. He's athletic. He's strong. He's smart.
I know golfers come in waves, and for a while everyone was excited about Ricky Fowler, and they still are, right? They're still excited about Ricky Fowler.
Of course.
But there's always guy like who's the hot guy right now, and I say hot guy like who's the best golfer?
Dustin Johnson.
It was Dustin Johnson. Then it was like Jordan Spieth, right?
Yes.
It was like, oh, Jordan Spieth, the next great American golfer. Bubba Watson. Brooks Koepka is probably that guy now. The next great American golfer. The guy who's going to kind of carry the torch for American golf, right? After Tiger Woods.
Yes. He's going to be the leader of the Ryder Cup. Tiger Woods now is going to be part of that Ryder Cup.
He should be.
That's the big thing is Phil Mickelson out of the Ryder Cup. He's going to, I think, manage.
He's tailed off quite a bit.
He's going to coach the Ryder Cup. But Tiger Woods, if you talk about what he did 9 years ago, 10 years ago, and where he is today, he's going to be part of that Ryder Cup. Pretty impressive.
That's what I'm saying, the comeback. People love the comeback. That's why I'm still watching. Once Tiger wins a tournament or wins another major, I might not be into it as much. I'll be like, okay, you know what? Tiger Woods playing good golf now. He's back. That's cool. And then might not follow it as closely anymore. But as long as he's still close, I'm still watching. When the Cubs would make the playoffs, remember the old Bartman ball against the Marlins? I'm into it. The Red Sox, they would get close, make the playoffs. I was into it. And then once they won it, I'm like, I don't care if the Red Sox win. I don't care if the lovable losers, the Cubs, win. They've already done it.
You and I were around when it was Tiger Mania, right at its peak. Would you agree? I mean, every Sunday we were watching. I mean, even if you weren't a golfer, you still tuned in to watch golf.
I forget which major it was.
Pumps.
Do you remember when he hit the golf ball and it sat on the lip of the cup and it had the Nike logo like he had planned it? It was perfect for a TV commercial. He planned it. There are so many iconic moments. Like you said, the fist pumping, the different shots. Tiger Woods was it.
Well, and everybody was playing golf. You could go into a sports chalet or whatever they used to be, all the big sporting goods stores, and you would see people waiting to buy golf clubs. Then we had this lull of, no great American golfers, no Tiger Woods. You go in and golf clubs were slashed in half as far as prices. Tiger Woods lost a lot of his Nike money. Everybody lost his endorsement money.
He did. He had tons of endorsements.
And I'll tell you what, golf suffered when Tiger Woods was not great. Now you see it 69% better than last year.
I remember it was Tag Heuer, wasn't it? Isn't that like the fancy watch company?
Yes.
I remember when Tiger Woods was going through all that drama. I was getting ready for the news that night, my sportscast. There was a big billboard where I was at, and it was a Tag Heuer Tiger Woods billboard. And whoever, if it was Tag Heuer or whoever had that billboard, they took it down like almost immediately when Tiger Woods got in all this legal trouble with his wife. There was that whole story like she was, bashing him with a golf club or whatever happened that night. I don't know if we actually fully know the true story. But, man, it came crashing down hard for Tiger, not only personally in his life, but also on the golf course. He had injury after injury. He could not get past all those things. Now it looks like he finally put it together, and that's why I'm watching. Once he wins again, I might cool off a little bit. But for right now, as long as he's getting close, I'm still watching.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. He hasn't won a major title since 2008. Koepka, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Brooks Koepka.
He's won 3 of the past 7 majors.
He's good. He I know we wanted to all put, Dustin Johnson and Jordan Spieth and some of these other guys as like the number 1 American golfer, but right now you can't argue against Brooks Koepka.
No.
I mean, he's got 3 majors. Ricky Fowler doesn't have 1.
No, he does not. Talk about Rory, Jordan, Spieth. Those guys get all the fanfare, but man, I'll tell you what, Spieth is the only guy that won the British. He hasn't won a major since the British Open in 2017.
Spieth?
Yeah. Jordan Spieth. Yeah, but these back surgeries, I mean, he's probably had 5 or 6 back surgeries.
Who, Tiger?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
he had an ACL. Didn't he have like an ACL injury? Like he's gone through a lot.
Yeah, he's had elbows, shoulders.
So physically, emotionally, like he's been through the ringer.
He is the sports, and you got to talk golf. Golf is an old sport. He's the biggest superstar the sport has ever seen.
All right, Greg, let's crank up the Inland Sports highlight machine. Here's a little bit of Tiger Woods directly after his run in the final round at the PGA Championship. Tiger Woods.
At least gave me a chance. At the time, I think Scotty was 14, playing 17, and at least I needed to at least tie Scotty, just in case he posted 14 right behind me. And Brooksy, what he's doing back there is it's tough to beat. When a guy hits a 340 down the middle, that's tough. And what he did at Shinnecock, just bombing it, and then he's doing the same thing here. I played with him in practice round. He was literally hitting it 340, 350 in the air. And when a guy's doing that and hitting it straight, and as good a putter as he is, it's tough to beat.
That's Tiger Woods talking about Brooks Koepka. Yeah, he's right. If you haven't seen Brooks Koepka, he's cut. And Tiger just said he was hitting that ball in the air like 340, 350 yards.
Yeah.
Massive drives off the tee.
Well, I was watching Saturday, and I saw Koepka from behind, and I thought it was Tiger Woods.
He's that big.
He's that big. But then I saw them walking together Saturday night. He dwarfs Tiger, and Tiger's a big guy. He dwarfs him.
I heard somewhere, I don't know if it was Jim Nantz or maybe Dan Patrick, someone was saying, maybe some of these athletes who kind of get steered towards, I don't know, football or baseball or one of these are still going to start doing golf. Because if you look at Brooks Koepka, he looks like he should be hitting cleanup, playing middle linebacker, like one of these guys.
That's my theory, and I know we're coming up against a break here. That's why I think American soccer has not succeeded here. Because I think the great athletes tend to play football, basketball, and baseball, and I think soccer players get left out in the mix.
The great athletes are playing soccer. Look at me. We'll be back on the Inland Sports Show. Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Somebody get him some water, please.
focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
We're a small family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cahelco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Welcome back to the Inland Sports Show. Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. The Inland Sports Show. Proudly brought to you by Spoiled. Quick quality oil change. You can spoil yourself in your car. You got to get the oil changed anyways. Might as well enjoy it. Get your mint and the flour, and of course your oil change. That's Spoiled off of Alessandro Boulevard. Get off on the 215 freeway. You can't miss it. It's right there. We all do it.
Hey, Pep.
Yes.
You have 2.5 beautiful daughters.
Yes.
2.5.
And a cat.
And a cat. Today was Fast Johnny's first day of elementary school, Pep. It was rough. Kindergarten. Unbelievable. I guess with Connor, I forgot about these things. It's been a long time. He's a junior high guy. Yeah. Today, we dropped off Fast Johnny. Fast Johnny's eyeballs were as big as saucers. And I thought I took a day off of school today to spend time.
Good for you.
Spend time with the old Smetty Smedberg because I was worried about her. I thought it would be hard on her. The teacher she met, we met the teacher. She handed Carla a little thing of Kleenex.
She did?
Yeah, she gave it to every parent, and she wrote a nice little note on the back of the Kleenex and taped it to it.
Aw.
And I was thinking, oh my gosh, my wife's gonna start crying. She's gonna lose her mind.
She did, huh?
No.
She didn't start crying?
No, I welled up.
You got choked up?
I welled up, but I didn't cry because there was a guy, a dad in the same class. He was a flat hat.
Like Kono?
A flat hat. He had tattoos all over him.
Tough guy.
He's very tough. Like
Flat hat.
Like he
tattoos.
could be in an octagon.
Yeah.
And I looked over at him, and his wife, really attractive lady, was laughing at him. And I looked at him, and he was crying. And she was making fun of him.
Yeah.
So I immediately stopped welling up, punched myself in the leg
Suck
as
it
hard
up,
as I
Jeff.
could, sucked it up. But yeah, it was the funniest thing seeing this tough guy cry like a baby.
Well,
rough.
It's a hard day. It's hard for the parents. It's hard for the kids. It's hard for Jeff.
It was very difficult. And
It's
then
hard
when-
for old flat hat out there.
And then little Luke went home, and he was running around every corner.
Looking for his big brother, huh?
He was going, where's Johnny?
Where's Fast Johnny?
Where's Connor? Where's everybody? And then I said, Luke, you have free reign of any toy in the house.
It's all yours.
And-
It's your kingdom now.
So he kind of got used to it, and we saw the real personality of Lukester as he ran around the house.
Because there's no brothers to influence him, right?
There's no
He
one.
just did whatever he wanted to do. And I'm going to guess all he probably did was run back and forth all day.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
That's
did.
all he did.
Yep, and wanted pretzels. That's it. But he had a good time. But yes, I only have one left in the house.
It's hard.
It is tough. I might cry a little bit right now. Go ahead. Let me
Getting
cry.
emotional.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, to the NFL. This will brighten your spirits.
Okay.
So some dude out there thought, you know what? I've got a good idea. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a full-on Pittsburgh Steelers uniform. Pads, helmet, cleats, the whole deal. You know what? I'm going to put it on. I'm going to go to Steelers practice, and I'm going to stroll out there like I own the place. That's exactly what somebody did. And he wore number 43, which is iconically known as Troy Polamalu's number, right, with the Pittsburgh
Yes.
Steelers. But this guy, who does not look like Troy Polamalu, had a full-on Steelers uniform, crashed Steelers practice over the weekend, and almost went through practice with them. Like he was stretching, and finally one of the coaches got wise to it. And they're like, wait, hold on. Who's number 43? You know, because let's be honest. In training camp, there's a bunch of guys. We don't know who they are, right? A bunch of nobodies. No names. It wasn't Troy Polamalu. That's all I know.
Antonio Brown. No.
It wasn't Antonio Brown, although there's some video out there of him laughing because this guy who was wearing number 43 and snuck onto practice, he wanted to tackle Antonio Brown. So I'm thinking, Jeff, listen, I'm thinking, and I'm not even mad at him. I'm thinking all he wanted to do was get the attention of the Steelers coaches.
Oh,
he wanted his shot to make the NFL. Have you ever wanted something so bad that you would do whatever it takes?
Yeah.
I mean, he could have went to Kids Sporting
I'm
Goods.
sitting here right now.
He could have went to Kids Sporting Goods, buy a uniform and pads, and roll out there.
He did it. I'm looking at him
Are
right
you
now.
watching it right now?
He's ripped.
No, yeah, he doesn't look like Troy Polamalu, but he looks like you play football.
Yeah, Troy hasn't played in 3 years, for gosh sakes. Holy smokes, look at this guy. That's crazy. Hey, and he got by, there's a security guy talking on a little headset like, hey, we need to get this guy out of here. Did he get arrested? Do we know his outcome?
I don't know his story.
Oh.
But, we've seen football players before. They'll sit outside. Let's say for example, the Cowboys are having training camp in Oxnard. Oxnard, that's where they have their training camp, Jeff. And they'll have a guy that will sit outside of their facilities or their headquarters, and they'll have a sign that says give me a tryout. You know what I mean? We've seen that before.
Yeah.
Hey, please just give me a shot. Give me a tryout. Give me a shot. This guy went a step further. He's like, I'm going to take matters into my own hands. I'm going to buy a uniform.
Oh.
I'm going to roll up the Steelers practice. I'm going to walk out there like I'm supposed to be there. And I'm going to start flying around making some plays. And then I'm going to be so good, the Steelers are going to tell themselves, can't get rid of this guy. Look how good he is. Right? That's probably what he was thinking. That was probably his plan.
Did you see what he did?
What?
He talked smack to Antonio Brown.
What did he
said
say?
He wanted to cover him. Apparently, there's
See?
a video out there of him talking a little garbage to Antonio Brown. Said he wanted to guard him, cover him, as he said.
Told you.
That's embarrassing.
He just wanted to impress the Steelers coaches. He was not harming anyone. I get it. If you want something bad enough, you'll do whatever it takes. Maybe he thought in his own mind, man, I saw that Disney movie Invincible. All I need is a chance. If they give me a chance at a tryout, I can do it. I could be the next star of the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're going to say, Troy Polamalu, who? I'm the new guy. I'm the new 43 in town.
I'm going to try out for the Agua Caliente Clippers.
You are?
Yeah, I think June 1st they have a. No, wait, not June. It's coming up here next month, September 1st.
September.
I'm going to try out for the Agua Caliente Clippers.
You can do it, but you got to want it.
Yeah, I don't want it that bad.
Never mind. You got to buy a whole Clippers uniform. You got to walk out there like you own the place.
I do.
Citizens Business Bank.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to do it. But yes, that's ridiculous. It says that the guy infiltrates Pittsburgh Steelers.
Infiltrates?
Yeah, that sounds a little...
You know what I mean? Now they're putting it's like they're taking the security off the hook. I bet you there's security all around the place. How did the guy just walk out there?
No. Apparently this isn't the first time this has happened.
See?
I think we should do it, Pat. I could be an offensive lineman. You cover me up with enough gear.
I could be a kicker. They wouldn't look twice at me as being a kicker.
Hey, Kono, you could carry the water.
Yeah. Thanks. And the other big news out of NFL, Jets and Redskins had another one of those joint practices.
They did?
You know what I mean? Like when teams play each other in the NFL preseason, a lot of times they get together a couple days ahead of time. They're going to play on Thursday, so they get together ahead of time, and they practice together leading up to the game. Now, we saw, who was it? The Rams and the Ravens. They did it. Aqib Talib was on his best behavior. Michael Crabtree was on his best behavior. No incidents, and they got a lot of good work done, as Sean McVay would say. Good work. Well, the Redskins and Jets got together, and you can go ahead and get all over Twitter. It's all over the place. A huge brawl. Not once, not twice, and it also involved fans.
What are you talking about, fans?
I'm surprised this doesn't happen more often when two different teams get together for one practice. It was at training camp, and it spilled into the stands. There were fans of the Redskins, and fans of the Jets fighting one another. Jets and Redskins flying all over the place, throwing punches with helmets on, which I never get. Doesn't make any sense. You're trying to break your hand. But yeah, I'm just kind of surprised that these joint practices don't end like this more often, because these guys are fighting for jobs. They're fighting for paychecks. They're fighting for starting spots. I mean, there's a lot on the line. We know the starters, and we know who's going to be on the team. But there's probably a good, 20, 15 spots that are really up for grabs at each training camp. And these guys are going all out. It's hot. The days are long. It's competitive. And it got ugly. You guys looking at it right now?
Yeah, that's incredible. They were it looked like a rugby scrum.
Yeah. It boils over and kind of moves towards the fans, and they said later the Jets and the Redskins fans who were in attendance started getting into it as well. So it was just a big mess. But really, kudos to the Rams, because the Rams got together with the Ravens, and it was totally fine. And as Sean McVay would say, we got in some good work.
You know, and these teams that do play each other in the preseason, they do usually have joint practices that week. That's where you get your number ones, defense versus your number one offense, without getting guys actually on the field for the preseason.
Well, that's why the Rams sat out like all their starters against the Ravens.
Yes.
They said, hey, Sean McVay, why didn't you play your starters? And he's like, we didn't need to. We had such good practices with the Ravens that we felt like we put in enough work, and our starters, look good enough that we didn't need to see them in a preseason game. We needed to see the other guys. So that's exactly what happened. So the Jets and Redskins, not so much. Big-time brawl out there at training camp. When we come back on the Inland Sports Show, how about some Dodger talk?
Oh, yeah.
Who's going to be the closer? Who's going to be in the bullpen? What's the starting rotation going to be like? We also got to get the starting lineup for their big game against the Giants tonight. Los Gigantes, man. Los Gigantes, Los Doyers, El Juego Grande. We'll be back. It's the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
If you don't...
How you guys doing? Coach Ray here. We're back at the BPC. Wanted to continue our movement-based mechanics here. We're talking about a back pedal. So today we're going to demonstrate how we program our back pedals, how we teach mechanics, and how we execute. Come check it out. So one of the first things I like to do with my athletes before we actually get into a back pedal is I like to work on the movement patterns of an actual back pedal. So what Cruz is going to do, he's going to get into a staggered position here. So let's go ahead and bring those feet in a little tighter, all right? And so what I'm looking for with that backward movement, I'm looking for a push off that front leg and then a step back with the back leg. So what we do to simulate that movement is we're going to do a step to a lunge. So you're going to go ahead and push off that left foot with the ball of your foot and you're going to lunge back with the right. So ready? Go. You're going to lunge it down and then bring it back. Good. Go. Give me a couple reps of those. And we're doing that step to lunge. So we're simulating that movement pattern of the back pedal. We're going to push off that front leg and step with the back. And relax. So what we'll do is we'll build off of that and we're going to go into an actual back pedal now. So go ahead and get in your 2-point stance there, or stagger stance, Cruz, facing the camera, facing the camera. All right, and all you're going to do is give me a quick back pedal. So we're going to simulate that movement pattern with a push and quick step. Here we go, ready? And go. Good, there we go, right there, bring it back. Go ahead and alternate feet there. And go. Good, so you take a look at the footwork here. Those first 2 steps, we got a push and a step. Ready? Go. Good, nice job. Backward movements, how we teach our pedals, how we progress them, right here at Boost.
Fernandez and Jeff Cora.
Welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. This segment brought to you by Ken Sporting Goods. Since 1976, providing you with all of your sporting gear needs. So they have all your equipment. They can also do uniforms for the entire team. No order. It's too big. They can handle it. Embroidery, screen printing right there in the house. Letterman jackets, wall to wall. At Ken Sporting Goods. KenSportingGoods.com. Okay, we got to talk some Dodgers. I'm going to save their lineup for the next segment.
Oh.
Right?
Did you hear the latest on Kenley Jansen?
Uh-oh. Something today?
Yeah, 55 minutes ago.
Okay.
He's anticipating a second heart surgery at the conclusion of the season.
So, I don't want to speculate because I have little to no medical experience or knowledge. But if you're anticipating heart surgery, I can't imagine him playing the rest of the season. Am I going out on a limb?
No. If that's the case and it's not fixed, you can't put a player out there that could possibly die. I mean, you got to make sure for the player's safety. Yeah, what a tough blow for the Dodgers. But in the same token, they've got great guys in the lineup or great guys in the bullpen that are coming off injuries that can replace him.
And how did this come about? Because they were on the road in Colorado, right? And it wasn't like before a game. I don't know if he was having chest pains or was feeling weird. And they did some tests on him, and they discovered this irregular heartbeat,
which he's already had one surgery for in the past. So I'm sure he's probably checked pretty regularly.
It's probably
I'm sure he probably has a Holter monitor on him at all times. And I've had friends that have played basketball. Something similar, and you got to get checked constantly, and it probably maybe he was tired. Stuff like that can affect you.
It does say that it's reporting that he is expected to pitch later in the season.
Is he really?
Yes.
So they're expecting him to come back, but also to have surgery in the offseason? Wow.
So they're probably controlling
with
medication.
I'm a little surprised by that. You're right. It's obviously they're going to be giving him something to regulate his heart.
Yeah. But, yeah, tough blow. But what is your answer? Who is going to be your everyday closer?
Because the Dodgers need a closer, right? And they need to strengthen that bullpen.
Yeah, you need that familiarity. You need that guy who's going to come in and be the crime dog. Come on, just take care of things.
Well, we already know the Dodgers have already made a move. That Kenta Maeda and Ross Stripling have already been assigned to the bullpen.
And Ryu has been brought into the rotation?
Yes. So let's do the math. Process of deduction. If Maeda and Stripling are now in the bullpen and Julio Urias is almost set to come back, but he hasn't yet. Who's left? Who's in the starting rotation? Let's start with Clayton Kershaw, right?
Yes.
Hyunjin Ryu, I think, is going to start on Wednesday, so he's back. Alex Wood, Rich Hill, and I guess Walker Buehler. Right? That's going to be your 5. That's going to be your starting rotation for the Dodgers. Now Maeda, now Stripling go to the bullpen, and Julio Urias could be joining them in the bullpen as well. And one of those guys, I think, will be the closer. Why not put one of your best starting pitchers as the closer? We've seen it before. The Dodgers now have the luxury of having a lot of great arms to be the closer with Kenley Jansen out. And listen, we can't predict the future. We're assuming that Kenley Jansen's going to come back at some point this season. But if he can't, the Dodgers do have a couple starting pitchers, I think, who could fill in quite nicely.
Yeah, and I think the toughest part is going to be in the next couple of weeks because, remember, Alex Wood's coming off of that disabled list as well from that tendonitis. Rich Hill's had some issues with injuries. Ryu's coming back. That's going to be very key the next 2 weeks if these guys don't have any flare-ups of these injuries. If they can't, like I said, Kershaw, Hill, Wood, and Buehler, a great rotation, but it's going to be by committee alone for that closer spot, I would imagine.
I would love to see Urias as
I think that would be the best bet.
He's young. He's going to bring some heat. He's got a funky look because you can't bring in a straight edge looking closer, right?
No,
short hair, freshly shaven. No. At least Urias has some tats. He's got the weird little goggle things, the glasses. He could come in there, kind of disrupt those batters. I think Urias would be a great closer, but we got to see when he's going to get back to the big league club. We saw him pitch for Rancho Cook out there in the Cook, and he looked good for the Quakes. But when will he come back to the Dodgers? I think he would be a great addition to the bullpen as the closer for the Dodgers. Now, it makes sense why they picked some of these other guys to head to the bullpen, guys like Maeda and Stripling, because for Stripling, he has a ton of experience from coming out of the bullpen. Last season alone, he pitched in 49 games. Only 2 of them were starts. I mean, he's been in the bullpen a lot, so he's used to it. It's a different dynamic, right? When you know you're going to get the ball every 5th day, you have a routine. When you're in the bullpen, you just got to be ready to go.
Yeah, and right now, who's their only closer they have? They have, Dylan Floro? Isn't he their closer right now? He's the only guy that's in the bullpen that they could use as a closer.
As a closer?
Yeah. And
I would not be surprised to see Stripling or Maeda step into that role, or, like I said, Julio Urias once he gets back to the big league club. And as for Maeda, he pitched out of the bullpen a little bit in the postseason. So he's used to it a little bit, not as much as Stripling. Stripling's pitched a lot out of the bullpen, but Maeda's done it a little bit.
And if Urias is going to have some pitch count, obviously you're not going to have to throw him out there and say you're going to throw 100 pitches here. I mean, he might be good for an inning and a half, 2 innings.
That's exactly why he'd be perfect.
He could be a great middle reliever if you can find that closer, maybe Stripling or one of those guys. He could be. I mean, either one would be great in this situation. But like I said, Urias fits the role of a closer. Let him finish out the season. Hopefully he can get Jansen back. That'd be great.
Because if you're Julio Urias and the Dodgers are saying, hey, let's ease you back into this. If let's say he was a starting pitcher, we're gonna cap you off at 70 pitches, let's say, or 80 pitches. If you made him the closer, all you'd have to do is say, hey, let's run you out there. All you gotta do is get 3 outs. If you can do it in 7 pitches, good. Let's get out of here. That'd be a great way to ease him out. My only concern is when you're the closer, you're not. It's almost like a marathon when you're a starter. You're trying to pace yourself. When you're a closer, you bring it all every single pitch, like you're pitching out of your cleats.
Yeah, you are. Another guy that they're using right now that Kono just looked up, Scott Alexander, right-handed pitcher. He fits that role. He's got the big beard, big tough guy.
I want a weirdo on the mound. Is that wrong?
No, I love weirdos.
I want a big, imposing, almost wild guy at the end. I don't want him to walk the bases full or anything like that, walk in a run, but a guy that's a little loose, maybe a left-hander, got some tats, got some goggle glasses on, maybe a little handlebar mustache. I don't know.
Our guy at UC Riverside.
Troy Percival.
Remember, Troy Percival would go in games, and you were always worried if you were going to get hit in the head.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to be a little intimidated, right? If you're the other team when stepping into the box.
Yeah, you want to go, hey, don't step on too close. You're going to get buzzed.
And nothing against Kenta Maeda or Ross Stripling, but they're the kind of guys you see at church. Or, going to go check out a book at the library, and there's Kenta and there's Ross. Julio Urias, man. That's the guy, where would you see it? Down at the Carniceria, man.
Yeah, tough guy.
Tough guy. Oh, is it left-handed day? These 3 lefties never look so good. Vince Scully was a lefty? Vince Scully was a left. Was he at the park tonight? Oh, Greg Hollis showing me some pictures on Instagram right now of the Dodgers. Left-handers day. No, you're not. Are you really? Let me see you right now.
He is.
Let me see that.
Oh, look, he's like an onion.
No, an onion?
Yeah, we just keep peeling layers back when we're learning more about
We don't even know this guy. You think you know somebody, and then he starts writing left-handed.
Man, he's artistic.
He's the Clayton Kershaw of this team.
You are.
But anyways, the Dodgers, they do have to find a solution at closer, at least for this month, maybe at least for the regular season. And again, where did you read that, Kono, that Kenley Jansen might come back at some point this season?
CBS Sports.
Man, I just have a hard time believing that. But again, I'm not a doctor, so I couldn't say for sure. But when you're dealing with your heart,
He even said he's been throwing bullpen this week.
Has he really?
Right.
Wow. But the Dodgers do need to find something in the bullpen right now. Maeda's already in the bullpen. Stripling's already in the bullpen. Julio Urias is on his way back. Hopefully we're going to see him soon after that rehab assignment with the Kook. I believe that was, Friday night. So, Jeff, you only missed him by a night.
I only missed him by a night. I will say this. Aren't you starting to get a little concerned about the Dodgers? They're not pulling away. One game down.
I will say this.
Half a game over the Rockies.
When they brought in Manny Machado and Brian Dozier, they were like, what, a half game behind Arizona?
Yes.
Right now, what are they, a game behind Arizona?
Yes.
So far, since the trade deadline, which was, July 1st? July 31st?
Yes, they have improved nothing.
They haven't moved.
They have not.
So in about 2 weeks, the Dodgers have not done much with the new guys. That's what concerns me a little bit. But then I look at their roster and I'm like, nah, they're going to be okay.
And they're sitting 2 back of the wild card. Concern, my friend. Concern.
I'm not too concerned. The only thing that concerns me is that they have not improved since the new guys joined the lineup. That's the only, not because they're a game back of Arizona in the National League West. Because I mean, it's only one game. They can, by the end of the week, they could be in first place. But if you just take that small sample size, when the new guys came at the July 31st trade deadline,
they were 13 games over 500. Now, since the trade, they are now 11 games over. I'm sorry, 9 games over 500.
Oh. Right now?
4 game difference.
Right.
4 game difference.
110.
4 game difference. 4 game difference since
it's a marathon,
the
Jeff.
Trade deadline.
That's the only thing that concerns me. Like, okay, let's say the Dodgers started out slow and they were really bad all year and they closed within a game of Arizona. You'd be like, man, I'm feeling good. It's just when you put it in perspective, right?
Yeah.
Because some teams would die to be a game out of first place in their division. But if you're the Dodgers and you're a game out, you're thinking, oh my gosh, what's going on? Yeah. Logan Forsythe is not going to the playoffs. I got news for everybody out there.
But right now, if you're looking at the National League, are they better than the Atlanta Braves?
Yes.
You think so?
I think so.
Are they better than the Cubs?
The Cubs are the only team that kind of scares me out there.
They 19 games over 500.
The Cubs are the only team that I'm like, okay, that could be a little dangerous.
The Brewers don't scare you?
Not really. Although the Brewers did kind of beat up on the Dodgers not too long ago.
And the Phillies. You're not scared of the Phillies?
No, I don't even know who's on the Phillies. No.
Right.
No thanks.
That's who they're going to have to play.
Nope.
Going into that wild card, trying to make the playoffs.
All right, we come back. Let's talk more Dodgers. I got the Dodgers lineup for tonight. We've got a dandy on the mound. 2 big-time lefties as the Mad Bum come in. We've got it next on your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
If you don't...
to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
I love this song.
No, I do know this.
You do?
Yeah.
Is this the original or the new one? Who sings the new one if you know this? Okay.
The new one?
Oh, that's the new
There
version.
is no new one.
You want to bet $1,000?
There's only an original.
No, this is the new one. Weezer, my friend.
Weezer?
This is Weezer.
Weezer better back up, stay in your lane.
Dude, this is great. This is one of the only few remakes I love because Toto, Africa, is my second favorite song of all time.
Wait, so was Toto the name of the group or the song?
The group.
And the song was called Africa?
Yes, and they also sang Rosanna. Meet you all the way, Rosanna, yeah. I listened to Yacht Rock all weekend. We were swimming
Is that
around.
Yacht Rock? Like Toto?
This is definitely Yacht Rock. Listen to this. This is just as good. This might be better than Toto.
What?
Yes.
What?
Weezer is now making remakes. They're a cover band, and they're fantastic.
You just close your eyes.
I'm getting goosebumps.
And soak it in. Picture yourself at like an 8th grade dance.
You know, yeah. Hey, I loved the 8th grade dance. That was I was kissing girls by then. Ow, cramping my hammy.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Light the flame. Oh, man. Yeah. Now everyone
Ow,
just
my
lights
finger
up their
burns.
cell phones,
Ow.
don't they? They
Yeah,
just
they
light
do.
up their cell phones.
It's the best. Hey, I was up for like 3.5 hours in the middle of the night. I hit my wall. I apologize for that last 15 minutes.
Oh, you were... I was talking. I just kept talking.
I'm
'cause
sorry.
I looked over at you.
I'm sorry. I hit my wall last night. I was up. I ate a whole bag of pretzels.
In the middle of the night?
Yeah, I was stressed.
That's a lot
man.
of salt.
I was so stressed. I had a hard time worrying about little Fast Johnny. Yeah, I looked for cheeseburgers, but they were all gone. It was a
Stuck
rough
with
night.
pretzels.
But now I've heard Weezer, and Pep, I apologize for that last segment. I'm going to bring you my A game right now. Go ahead.
You are.
A.
We're almost done.
Oh, wait.
It's too
Okay,
late now.
I'll give you my C game then. C game. A game tomorrow. There we go.
I'm going to bring my A game. There's only a minute left in the game, but, you know.
I'm going to hit that last jumper. Give me the ball. Give me the ball, Pep. I'm ready.
But first, the Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Boost Performance Training in Corona with Coach Ray Bass. I just followed them on Twitter and Instagram. It's the best thing I ever did. Best decision I made.
Yeah.
They've got what they call the movement schedule. Every day of the week, they are working on specific movements to make you explosive, dynamic, fast, all the good stuff so you can dominate in your sport. They're doing it right now at Boost Performance Training. They got schedules, they got sessions, they got different sports. So whatever you're into, whatever sport, however old you are, they can help you at Boost Performance Training in Corona. That's boosttrainingsystems.com. Check out their strength and speed class. The first one is always absolutely free. You're going to love the first session. You'll keep going back so you can dominate. Thank you, Ray Bass.
Thank you, Ray Bass.
Okay, so the Giants are taking on the Dodgers.
The hated guy.
I think the Dodgers are going to do pretty well in this series, but we got a great pitching matchup right off the bat in this one. The Mad Bum cometh. We're talking about Madison Bumgarner against Clayton Kershaw. And Greg Holland, did you say it was lefty day? So it's lefty on lefty tonight at the Ravine. Two of the best in the game, Giants and Dodgers, on a Monday night. What did we do to deserve this, right?
Yeah, I don't know what we deserved, but we didn't deserve this.
Hold on. You said you were bringing your A game.
It is my A game.
Come on, let's bring it. Giants and Dodgers, the Mad Bum cometh against Clayton Kershaw. Here is your Dodgers lineup. It's bizarre. And I feel bad for Chris Taylor because Chris Taylor probably gets to the ballpark every day. He's probably wearing some slip-on Vans, maybe some khaki cargo shorts, an old Maui and Sons t-shirt.
I have a quiz for you, too, by the way, about these two pitchers.
You
After
do?
this. Yes, hurry up.
But he rolls into the ballpark every night, and he doesn't know where he's playing. He doesn't know where he's hitting in the lineup. Every day's different. Some days it's short. Sometimes it's second. Sometimes it's center field.
Yes.
Today it's in left field. Sometimes he hits eighth. Sometimes he leads off. Every day's different. Chris Taylor, props to you, brother, for hanging in there. Okay, here's the Dodgers lineup designed against the Giants. Here's how they will step up to the plate against the Mad Bum cometh. Leading off at second base, Brian Dozier. Hitting second, your boy JT at third base. So Justin Turner now hitting second, and they dropped Manny Machado down to the third spot. He's playing short. Your cleanup hitter tonight, Kike Hernandez. And there's a very popular T-shirt right now floating around Instagram and social media, and it says "Best Dad Ever," and it has Chase Utley and Kike Hernandez. the two have some sort of a really close relationship. Like Kike looks to him like a father figure. It's pretty funny. Kike's hitting cleanup, and he's in center field. Chris Taylor's in left field. He's probably gonna be looking over at Kike in center, being like, "Hey, that's my spot. Get out of there. I'm hitting 5th." In right field, hitting 6th, Yasiel Puig. Hitting 7th, he's way down the order now because he's not hitting bombs. The first baseman, Cody Bellinger. Behind the plate, there's only one guy that can handle the greatness of Clayton Kershaw, and that's the Riverside Poly Bear himself, Austin Barnes. He is behind the plate, hitting 8th, and of course, Clayton Kershaw on the mound.
Okay, here it is.
Sure.
Clayton Kershaw versus Bumgardner. Here's your quiz. Who has thrown a no-hitter in his career? Bumgardner or Kershaw?
Mad Bum.
Okay. You're wrong. Okay.
I am.
Yeah. He made a cameo appearance in an episode of the TV show New Girl. Bumgardner, Kershaw.
I've never heard of that show.
Pick one.
Mad Bum. Kershaw.
Wrong again. Okay. He grew up in a log cabin that his father built himself.
That's definitely Mad Bum.
You're correct.
Okay, I got one.
1 of 3. Remember that. Okay. He attended a high school with Detroit Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford.
Absolutely 100% Clayton Kershaw. I know that's the only one I've known so far.
Okay, there you go. You're 2 for
4. I'm bringing the average up.
His first word as a baby was ball. Bumgardner, Kershaw. Which one?
Kershaw.
Oh, you're wrong. Okay, here we go. His great uncle discovered Pluto. His great
uncle discovered Pluto?
That's uncle?
Definitely Bumgarner.
Wrong again.
Clayton Kershaw's uncle discovered Pluto?
Apparently so. He did not wear a tie to his own wedding. He did not wear a tie to his own wedding.
They were both kind of sloppy and shaggy, so that's hard to say. I'm going to go with the Mad Bum.
You are correct.
Okay, got it.
Okay, here.
What am I now? 3 for 7?
Okay, he married his high school sweetheart.
Clayton Kershaw.
Okay. 4 for 8. All right, 4 for 8, 50%. That's rotten. Okay, he was the youngest pitcher to ever start a game for his franchise since they moved from New York to California.
Oh, because they both did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's the twist.
That's definitely Clayton Kershaw.
Wrong.
How old was he? Did it say how old he was?
No.
Clayton Kershaw was pretty young when he came up.
No. Here we go.
Dang.
He hit .424 with 11 homers and 38 ribbies in his senior year of high school. They both can hit.
Yeah, they both.
Okay.
I was just going to say, they both can hit for pitchers. That's definitely the Mad Bum.
Correct.
Yes.
All right. And your winner, you were 5 out of 10.
Was I?
Yeah, you were 50%. Hey, do you know that Bum is the only pitcher to homer off Clayton Kershaw? And now he's done it twice.
Wow. Mad Bum has homered off Kershaw twice?
Twice.
And he's the only pitcher to hit a home run off Kershaw?
Yes. Twice.
There you go. Jeff?
All right, there you go. Did I give you my A game?
Yeah, so I guess when you woke up in the middle of the night, you couldn't sleep, you were digging up stats on Mad Bum and Kershaw.
I came up
eating pretzels.
Really quick. You got to like that.
We'll be back and wrap things up here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
Focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. Just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajelco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the Crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
Now, we're all gonna sit down, we're gonna finish it. And guess what? It's your turn.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Oh, here we go. So we did the CIF Southern Section preseason football rankings.
Yes.
Well, we didn't. We had our own, but the CIF revealed theirs today, and we read them on the air. I'm already getting blown up.
You are?
Maybe the biggest omission, we'll say, from the rankings had to be Aquinas, right?
Yes.
Aquinas won a Division IX championship last year. They got bumped up to Division V, which is a significant bump. Like, usually, look at Cajon. You win a D4 title, you go up one division. Usually, you don't leapfrog several in a row. But Aquinas wasn't even ranked in the top 10, and there were some teams in the top 10 that Aquinas, I know for sure, is better than, or they've already beaten head-to-head. So, I don't know.
See, I think Norte Vista being left off as well, Division 9. Come on. They're going to be pretty good. I'm telling you.
I think, did you say Norte Vista? Because San G, who did we have in D9? It was San G, and was it Big Bear, I think, was up there?
Big Bear was ranked higher.
Yes, than San G. I think San G was the number 10 team in that division. So we'll see if Nobi can crack that top 10. These are just the preseason rankings. No Quakes tonight. Quakes have the night off.
Lindskog's taking his wife out on a hot date.
Is that true? Or are you
I
just
don't
making
know.
that up?
No, she's pretty. Should take her out.
Come on, Lindskog.
Come
Get
on.
your act together.
Get your act together.
Take Chappie.
Hey,
Take Andrew Chapman out on the night.
Did I already tell you guys that Chappie grew a beard for us?
For you.
Yeah, for me. He goes, hey, I can grow a beard. I said, no, you can't. Come on, take that. We'll take a washcloth and wipe that off your face. He's still adorable. He still looks like a 12-year-old.
No Quakes tonight. They're back in action. Tomorrow night, they will host Lake Elsinore. But seriously, Skog, take Chappie out. We'll see you tomorrow, 3 o'clock on your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
Bye.